Okay, folks. Hello, Grace, Tristan, Jeff. How you doing? Oh, I see Jeff's gonna be coming by later. Evan, how you doing? Um, tonight's topic is power outages. As to what happened to during my life last week when the power went out, not just to my house, but the entire section of town where we live at. And thankfully, we had devices in our home that help us make our place more livable. Um, for one, that everybody, our cell phones, so we can still get online and talk to each other and make keep in contact. Um, Power banks, keep our phones charged. Headlamps and flashlights, all good things. But even some things that I didn't show last week. This is simple. Lanterns, oil lamps. I've got several different types. I'm doing well, thank you. I think Cliff might be by later. I think he might be in his garden working on it because I know he's kind of busy. He and I talked earlier briefly, but I'm not sure how many people here have experienced a power outage of various types. I mean, not just the ones where lightning strikes a transformer. That's actually happened to us twice. Oh, actually once last year, right? I actually saw our transformer at our former place get struck by lightning, and the transformer went boom. Our power was out for 8 hours or something like that.
Yeah, about 4 hours.
No, remember they had to come out and replace the transformer and everything. It took a little while. Hey, Victoria, thank you for coming. Other things happening. I'm not sure exactly what caused our power outage last Thursday, but the different causes can happen. I mean, lightning, weather related is one. Car accidents hitting a transforming pole, or I've even heard about squirrels causing power outages.
That's the squirrels.
Huh?
Lamb of squirrels.
Well, no, someone actually seen it happen, hon.
Okay.
He was crawling across the wire near a transformer, and he shorted out.
Oh no.
He literally went barbecue. Yeah, not something I would like to see. Ugh. You don't cook squirrels that way. It's just no. But even the less common ones of not being able to keep up with your bills because due to lost jobs and your power gets shut off and things like that. Those kind of things you need to prepare for, like having your lamps, your candles, your glow sticks, even those kind of things. Like I said, I got my headlamps, I got my flashlight that I got from Cliff, which I carry with me every day. A lot of different things going on. Keeping your refrigerator closed once it's the power goes out to help maintain whatever foodstuffs you had in there longer. So just don't open your fridge unless you have no other choice. Unlike some, we are actually a little worse for wear due to the fact that we actually have a electric stove. Not my preference, but that's what came with the house. It's gonna, we doing different things. I'm going to show you a headlamp that I picked up. Was suggested from Tyler Wood's Bushcraft on his channel. He did a video on it, and I went and purchased one of my own. Actually, I went and paid $10, and I ended up getting two of the, upside down, Vaunt headlamps. It's got 3 modes: low, medium, high, and then it also has red, flashing red, SOS, and that kind of thing. Just steady red. Really flashy. Gotta go back to white. There we go. Woo! Hey, Cecilia, how you doing? My other flashlight, which I forgot to bring with me. Give me a moment. I gotta go pick that up. I forgot it in my pants pocket. Okay. I actually found some other additional items I didn't even think of until just now. So bear with me, folks. I tend to wander a little bit. One of the things I actually found in my son's room when I was passing through, source of light, Tiki Torch. As long as you have the proper holders and stuff, do not use these inside. But I also have, I call this, I'm not sure what to call this, Golden R2T2 or C3PO or whatever. It's got a solar panel and it's got a button right there. First thing it does, little flashy, I call the disco lights. Then it turns on the bottom, which is a spotlight. And then flipping these up, it gets really bright that way. I'm not going to do it all the way. And it even, not only can you wall charge it, in the solar panels, you could charge your phone. Paid $7 for this. Good item. So, and like I said, got my flashlight's got two different modes. This one's AAA batteries. Ian got a rechargeable little flashlight that he puts on his keychain. So things happen. If anybody's interested, I will do this. There we go. Hopefully, we will be seeing Cliff soon. Let me see here. Here, also I'm going to share something I just found that I think is very apt. Some information is a little bit much, but this one here, let me get it a little bigger here. Make this thing a little bigger. I can. There we go. How big that got. Okay. As you can see, it's got, make sure you have water on hand. You could either have your water filters. I happen to have both a Keurig, not Keurig, what's it called? Brita water pitcher, filter pitcher. I also have my my Kydeton hiker water filter as well. Candles. I've got candles, flashlights. I carry candles with me, as well as one thing that most people forget is matches. I mean, matches work just as well as lighters. There's several different types. I mean, a friend of mine likes his World War II trench lighter because you can use anything as a fuel source that, as long as it burns. He's even used perfume and aftershave in it to prove his point. Very good. Definitely, Cecilia. I mean, Johnny Harper, he uses solar-powered lights a lot. I don't happen to have only solar. I've only got a few solar items. Nothing major, unfortunately. Like I said, this is one of them. Oops, sorry. Let me go. Lose that one. This is what I have right here for only solar panels. I do not have a radio, battery powered or otherwise, because I don't usually listen to the radio much. That's a bad on my part. But Jenny likes listening to music and stuff. There's, your laptops and stuff like that. Does anybody else, I mean, besides the candles and the Christmas lights? I've actually heard, I was talking to Cliff the other day about a guy I saw who charged a car battery using the cheap Dollar Tree, Dollar General solar lights, the ones you put on your side of your sidewalks. And he linked them somehow in series to provide power to a car battery, which he then hooked up to an inverter to power whatever item he was using at the time. I'm not sure if he was using it for his camera, his phone, his TV, or even his refrigerator, something like that. But it wasn't much. It took like all day to charge the battery, obviously. But that's a pretty cool idea. I mean, if someone got the skill. No, I don't have. It's not a new bow. This bow right here is actually one of my first bows, Tristan. I got this one off of eBay for $15. I sniped somebody at the last minute. So, but that's the one I've hunted with for years before I got my first decent custom-made longbow. And that longbow is no longer with me because my younger sister decided to get mad at me because I wouldn't let her borrow my car. She stomped on my bow and broke it. So, yeah. Jackery. Cecilia, I'm not familiar with the term. No, Tristan, it's not new. I do have new bows. The newest bow I have is my Survival Archery Systems Atmos Survival Longbow. I will be showing that later if anybody's interested. I also have my Black Widow longbow, which is a 74-pound pole. Both those bows are left-handed due to the fact I'm left-handed. So propane cook stove, yes. I do have the adapter for allowing to use larger propane canisters. Instead of the little teeny 1 pound ones, we got the big 5-gallon one. I picked it up a couple weeks ago when we were at the rendezvous, and we used it for our Mr. Heat Buddy, and that kept our tent toasty warm during the cold snap, which worked out really well. But the adapter also works for our propane gas stove, which is also really nice. Okay, could someone please explain Jackery? I feel uninformed. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to take a look. What is Jackery? Solar panels, huh? Interesting. I've heard of solar generators and stuff like that, but okay. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Does it take? Can you charge it through your wall as well as solar, or does it need to be just solar? Or are there different options allowed, Cecilia? Thank you, Grace. I really appreciate it. I'm just seeing if Cliff is probably out in his garden because he messaged me, I think. Okay, he just got home, so he's probably going to be coming in about 5 or 6 minutes. I've seen variations on those right there. I'm not, the only ones I've really looked at are the ones from Amazon. And Jackery is usually like right on the top of the list. There's Balders, Rock Pals. I've never heard of either one of those. Blue Eddy. No clue about some of this stuff. But Jackery seems pricey, $1,400. All powers. Ooh, okay. Interesting. The things you learn. Well, that's pretty cool. Now, only if it had a hand crank set up where you can crank it, by foot power. Because I've seen the foot power generator deals, and the hand crank ones they used to do in the military back in the day. I thought those would always be good if you just hooked it up to a set up for a bicycle or something, and you just like charge your stuff that way. Cool. I've always wanted to get solar panels, but I'm waiting to have my own place before we do that. I want to get a portable one. That's coming up. The next thing I do, because I want to get some set up for some folding solar panels for when I go backpacking. And also want to make sure I do need to get a solar hand crank radio that could also charge your phones and other devices. I don't have one of those. Ian has had several of the older style that don't charge your phone, but you still crank it. It has the solar. You put the batteries in, or you plug it into the wall. But I have not had one of those in years because I've always ended up getting them secondhand instead of new, and they've never worked. An inverter for your car is also another thing. Would probably be good in a power outage, as long as you have fuel in your tank of your car. That's one thing people forget about. You could charge things in your car as long as you have fuel. But if you have a power outage in your community, like I did last week, the gas stations may down, so you can't get fuel for your vehicle if you need it. Or if you're running low on food, you cannot buy anything because the power's out and they don't offer being able to charge it to your card or anything like that. And or some places might even offer cash only, and all your cash is in the bank. So that's something you might want to consider. Okay, let me take a look at that one. Water filters, the flashlights, candles, oil lamps, candle lanterns. Let me see if I figure out. Some ability to cook your food, whether it be propane or wood, even having a charcoal grill is something that's considerable. It's better than what you have. Those who do not have anything. I have a fire pit, I have a pile of wood. I actually do have a fireplace, which is some people who don't. My one up that I really have that most people do not is I actually have a working well on my property that I live at. It's got a working hand pump, and the flow rate's decent. Water is okay. So it's not like we will completely be without that. And also you have to worry about sanitation, being able to use the bathroom. If the pumps go to the well or not well to the city pumps go dry or they stop working, that means no water. So you got to make sure you have the ability to have water available, either by storing it or filtering it or whatever. That's actually not bad price. That's just the power unit. Okay. Hey, Mandy, how you doing? Well, it's still in the box. It means it's still new. But I've actually seen versions of this kind of stove lamps that actually have a cook stove part. They put it up here. I personally have not tested those, but I've heard that they do work, but they take longer to cook. I have both my wood gas stove, my alcohol stove with extra alcohol, denatured alcohol. But those all work for emergencies. We actually have our 2 propane stoves, at least one white gas stove, which if in a pinch, you could probably run it off of gasoline if you needed to. Rather not, but you can. We have 2 brand new red ones we got for the rendezvous a couple weeks ago. They're much bigger than the ones we have. I actually have a green and a black one. This is the one we usually have. We now have 4 of these. We're planning on picking up some more fuel this week. These were in storage until recently, but these are really sturdy with a strong glass, not the thin glass stuff. And they work really, really well. Welcome back, Tristan. Hey, Cornfred, how you doing? Get in the camping tote and just be set. Yeah, I've seen your camping setup, Rob. It's pretty good. Also, making sure you have foods you can eat that don't require refrigeration. You can get stuff you can cook. But having stuff that let's see, well, jerky for example, or chips or fruit that don't require refrigeration, like apples or pears, bananas, that kind of thing. MREs, though, just to let you know, Tristan, I've eaten tons of MREs over the years. While they have gotten immensely better over the time, they're still MREs. I do have my favorites, mind you. Don't get me wrong. M&Ms are still my favorite candy when it comes to MREs. The thing is, what most people don't realize when they do their preps for emergencies when the power goes out, you got to be able to, well, do you have a can opener, a non-powered hand can opener? Most people say, no, I don't. I happen to have one. I have one on my my knife. I have one somewhere. I have a P38. Well, that's what the drinks mixes are for, Tristan. Yep. There's different ways of opening up foods in case of emergencies. Personal preferences are everything. Comfort items for when the power is out, because you're going to be in the dark. So, like now, if I shut the lights off, all you would see was the glow from my screen. And that's basically what it was like last Thursday. No Wi-Fi. I was lucky to have phone, So I was able to call and talk to someone. I talked to Cliff, and we had already eaten, so that wasn't an issue. But we also still had running water, which was something a lot of people may have not had. So that was good at least. But it was different. It was so quiet, no air conditioning. And here's my co-host, as always. Oh, he's looking a little bit dressed up today.
No, I'm still just wearing my work shirt because I'm lazy and I forgot to take it off.
You're still dressed up more than I am. Take it off. Take it off.
There. If you want me to keep it on, throw donations in the chat.
Okay,
kidding.
That's better.
I'm taking it off because I'm tired of wearing that thing.
You did take it off.
So that's what I said. Oh, I shaved yesterday.
I didn't see you yesterday. Oh, yes, I did. I saw you on Mallory's channel.
Yeah, I got tired of looking like a freaking overgrown bear. So
no, Cecilia, Mandy, this is what he normally looks like. This is not new.
I've had the same haircut. I've been doing the same thing since high school.
When I first met Cliff, this is what he looked like. This is not new.
Nope.
When he's shaggy, then that's something new.
Yeah, when you see all of this stuff on here and all of this and me looking like a homeless guy, that's
oh no, whoa. Like, I've been the homeless, so don't. That's that. I
got homeless dudes everywhere in my neighborhood, and that's always what like everybody looks like.
Yep. But actually, I've lived on the street. It's not fun.
Hey, Mandy. Hi, Cecilia.
And I was talking about the different things that the power outages stuff that you need to keep on hand, and your flashlight.
Yeah, but to answer, I think it was Cecilia's question from Tuesday. I was on Jesse's live stream. That's where I was.
No, you were on Mallory's channel yesterday.
Yeah, I was on Mallory's channel, but Tuesday, because I caught your live stream, I had that just running in the background. But on Tuesdays, I'm always on Jesse's channel, and Dennis's.
I was actually I had 2 live streams the last couple of days just because I got bored.
Trying to suck a hole through the top of my water bottle so I can start sucking the water out.
Oh, it's too full?
No, it's frozen solid almost, but I've got like.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you froze it. Hey, Leah, thank you for coming, and good morning.
There's a hole in the side. Bummer.
He was on Mal's channel talking.
Yeah, I was on Mal's last night for like 15, 20 minutes.
Right before she closed down for the night.
Yep.
I was there.
Morning, Leah. How's it going?
I was showing off the headlamp that I bought because of a suggestion from Tyler Woods.
Oh, I was going to say that's the Vaunt.
Yeah, it's actually got some really low, medium, high, flash, and you got red.
Oh, nice.
SOS and super flash red.
Wow, that's actually pretty decent for a $10 freaking headlight.
Actually, I got 2 of these for $10. So it's actually pretty good. It takes 3 AAA batteries.
They usually always do.
But the thing is, this is what my primary headlamp was before this. This is just a little bit, I can fit this in my pocket. I can't fit this in my pocket. But I do carry this. They both got fresh batteries. And hey, Daniel, thank you for coming. What'd you think of my title, by the way?
I did not see it, to be honest. I just kind of popped in and my thing was loading like super slow, so I grabbed the StreamYard link just in case I was going to have to reset the main page, which I had to do. Oh, nice.
I thought that was a pretty good title. Solid.
I should actually check it. Yep. Got too many windows open. Yeah, I had just like barely got home when I texted you back. I had just barely walked in the door like 5 minutes prior to that.
Yeah. By the way, your hair is looking a little blonde at the top.
Yeah, it could just be the light. My hair originally was blonde. I was like straw blonde when I was younger, and then as I started getting older, it started turning brown.
Mine was actually until I was about 10 or 11. I was white blonde. Then it went dark. But hair aside, we've already been through all the hair stuff.
Yeah, because it looks like that guy over there shaved off a little bit too. So both of us are nice and clean.
I had to clean out my soup strainer mustache, as my wife would say. I got tired of cleaning stuff out of my goatee and everything else when I was trying to eat.
Oh, your food filter.
Yep, it's not something I'd rather do. But I was also talking about these kind of lamps. There's different styles of these. This one here has got the rounded globe, a little thicker. I would say, even though it's not as big as some of them, and I made this bail because the bail fell off. This is just a coat hanger.
Nothing wrong with that.
Huh?
Said nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, okay, here's one that's with the permanent bail. Oh, the bail just came off.
Yeah, he says, here's one with a permanent bail, and the thing just falls off on him.
No, it's the fact is it's the style that is. This one here's got a round hook bail.
Yeah, I hate those ones. Things always break off.
It doesn't break off. It's just that it's open, and it pops off from time to time like that.
Oh, great. Rob has no soul. You ain't stealing my soul. I sold mine for a beer a long time ago.
But this one here sits in a little hole on the side. A little
similar
different
to like a 5-gallon, but that's an older style though.
These are both.
That black one's probably 20 years old. I mean,
they're really good. I've replaced the.
As he smashes them together, watch him break one of the globes.
The newer ones we have are bigger, Walmart brand ones, really taller.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, I think the newer ones were made trash. They're like sub third, like generation, like knockoff Chinese garbage.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, I've even let's see, if I remember correctly, Lehman's catalog. For those people who want really good items for preparing for power outages and the like.
Oh yeah, Lehman's has got a lot of stuff in there.
While they're a little on the pricey side, everything is functional. You can even get a propane-powered fridge.
Yeah, if honestly the two best places, like you said, Lehman's, and another place would be an Amish catalog. If you can find an Amish catalog.
Well, I think Lehman's is an Amish catalog.
I know, but like an actual, like a full-on, just like straight Amish, because Lehman's is what, out of Ohio?
I'm looking right now. Give me a moment.
It should say down at the bottom in the about. I'm almost positive it's out of like Ohio.
I'm looking. Bear with me here. Yes, Kildren, Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I remember seeing last time I was on there.
And here, I'll show you. The first thing you see on this page, when you go to the main page, well, this page here, because I was looking under lights, candles, and what have you, is lamps.
See, they're rounded, but they're more like
that's what I got. The rounded
they're
ones.
kind of like this
they're
round.
Stronger than the other kind.
Yeah, those ones look way better built than the cheap freaking $8 ones you can buy at Walmart.
Yeah.
Last time I bought one of those, I got so mad at it that I actually smashed it and threw it in the trash.
Okay, well, you can replace the globes in those.
If you no, I physically smashed the entire thing with a hammer.
Why?
Because it kept leaking. You know where the tank is on the bottom, and they weld the top arms, the support arms that go up, and then you have the globe in the middle.
Right.
They didn't. I guess whenever they soldered it or welded it, it put a hole in there or didn't seal right, and all my fuel kept leaking out the side.
I think we could. I think nowadays, if you would have not done that, you could have used. Was it
JB Weld?
JB Weld.
Yeah, well, I didn't have JB Weld at the time, so
no. This is the style that actually I'm looking to get for the house.
Yeah, those are nice ones.
And with a nice reflector, and the thing is, they come off the base there, and you can set them around the house if you needed to. So they're not just stationary, which is really nice. And they do have a backup function as well as providing light, it can provide a mild form of heat for the colder climates.
I was gonna say mild. When you light 3 or 4 of those up in your house, and those things are going, your house is going to be toasty.
Well, not ours. Ours is 1,800 square feet, so it's kind of hard to heat up this house. If
Yeah, but you realize
if we really
a
had
lot
to,
of
we'd
those
start
were
the fireplace.
a lot of those were in small like cabins and houses that weren't very big. They were like 20 by 20 at best.
Yeah, they also again, this is like the front page of the whole website.
Yeah.
Be ready for any emergency. Oh, there we go. Shop emergency supplies. There we go. Stoves, 3 kinds. Let's see what we get. Alpaca kerosene heater cooker.
It's a dual. It's a heater and cooker.
Okay.
But yeah, again, dude, kerosene is something you want to do outside. If you live in if you're using like barn heater, that's great for a barn heater, but do not use that in your house. Hey Jeff, how's it going? Kerosene stinks. Not only when it's
tell me about it. Jenny bought kerosene for those new lamps that we got.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Her heart was in the right place. She could not find the ultra pure lamp oil at the time.
So here's the funny thing. So I went and looked for Cecilia. I think it was Cecilia that I was looking for. That she wanted the little pop-up lamps, the little pop-up ones.
Is that the one that touch lights, or which ones?
No, the ones like you and me have, where you kind of pop them up.
These right here.
Yeah.
I
think it was Cecilia that was looking for those
to save my life.
Hey Mike, how's it going? But yeah, they have like a 3-pack. It's like $12, but now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I went down the candle aisle where they have all the like candles and oils and diffusers and blah blah blah, and I found the half-gallon bottles of the candle oil, the candela oil for the oil lamp.
That's the Sterno one, right?
No, it was actually, oh God, what was the name brand of that? It wasn't Sterno brand, but for a half-gallon, it was like $8.
I've looked at the Sterno brand. I mean, I'm looking at, I don't know what they have here exactly, so I'm still looking at the different types of stuff. Emergency lighting supplies.
They finally had that stuff at Walmart, and I was just like, oh God, but I've got like 2 gallons of this stuff, so I'm not even worried. That stuff will last me.
I want to get more because, I mean, yeah,
Well, here's the thing. If either one of us either manages to go one direction or the other, I'll make sure that I get like 2 bottles for you. Because 2 gallons will last a long time.
Personally, I'd rather have you here because Iowa's got a better growing climate than you do.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've got more sunlight than you guys do.
But our soil is a lot better.
Hey, my soil's growing good, dude. I keep okay, so I've had to move my blueberry plants like 3 or 4 times, and every time I move them, I take the main pot off of the water basin that it's under the catch pad, under its foot, and every time I do that, I find 30 dead worms.
Dead? That's not good.
Dead. Because they sit, because that thing fills up with water, and then I don't water it for like 2 weeks. So somehow the worms get in there. I don't know how they're doing it. And I always find a bunch of dead little worms. So I know my soil is really good, because if my soil was garbage, I wouldn't have worms.
Well, the thing is, you make your own as well. You're different than the average person, though.
I combine stuff that I buy at the store to a certain degree. I blend it together. It's like I make my own cocktail.
You're making your own, basically, though.
Yeah.
That's different.
My last batch, I realized when I was halfway through it after doing like 2 bags, I looked at my stuff and I was like,
hey, Mike, thank you for coming.
I was like, I totally forgot to get my mushroom compost, which I normally do. So I mixed it with all kinds of other stuff that I had around the house.
Speaking of which, mushrooms, mind you, guess what came back in our yard again?
Really? The same spot?
Throughout the yard. Big ones. But according to Johnny, totally deadly. They're deadly to me anyway, but they're in our... There's not even any rain that they're there.
Mushrooms are weird. They'll grow in like the most bizarre climates.
And they're not even the kind you could sell, which really sucks.
Oh, you can. You can sell them to someone who's making black magic potions if you want to do that. But
no, I think these would be like really deadly type situations. I'm okay. I'm looking at the different emergency supplies, just the lighting alone. Oh, you want something Amish made?
Oh my God! Speaking of which, man, I'm going to be posting this late. I apologize. I was supposed to post this sometime this afternoon, but I completely forgot.
What did you? You forgot to
No,
post
the video I recorded yesterday. I was going to post it today. Yeah, whatever. Stop being a turd.
Go ahead and post it. I'll watch it.
Well, I'm going to
Sarah,
regardless.
thank you for coming.
All right, that's the one I got to get going.
I didn't understand completely, Evan. I've done the same thing.
I almost deleted it.
I actually got the footage that I did get from the rendezvous, but it's so disjointed. The pieces I want to show in order, I filmed out of order, not intentionally, but the way I was talking to people and everything, not bad video. It's just not the best video. My editing skills need a lot to be desired. I
don't even edit. So, hey Tamara, how's it going?
Okay, Grace says she's got some chicken to the woods because her son got some.
I was gonna say she's talking about turkey. I think she's talking about the turkey. Are you talking about turkey tail or chicken of the woods?
Chicken of the woods is a type of mushroom.
Yeah, they look almost as. I know which one you're talking about. It's all
thank you for coming.
Kind of like light creamy colored and like wavy. 10. What was the heck was yesterday?
My stuff is so disjointed because it just. Oh, I don't know. Even when I uploaded it, I tried to put it on my thing for editing, and I did it backwards. But I will, I'll probably do some small clips of it of my encampment and stuff later. Hey, Bob, thank you for coming. Just to let you know, folks, I am allergic to mushrooms, so I don't usually talk about them. But this guy likes mushrooms, and a lot of people here like mushrooms.
I don't like mushrooms at all. They're nasty.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking you were Johnny.
Yeah, no, the mushrooms are gross. I've tried eating them over the years, and honestly, I cannot. They're nasty. I'd rather eat wet cardboard.
I've eaten wet cardboard. It sucks.
I know, but it tastes way better than mushrooms.
I'm assuming it will be because I don't want to die. We are discussing power outages and the supplies you need to get through them. Because of last Thursday, I actually went through one, but it wasn't just my household; it was the entire area.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood was blacked out for like an hour,
at least.
It was like about an hour and 15 minutes,
something like that. And we're lucky that the water pumps to the city were still going. So we actually those run on a different circuit than what your house power grid does. No, but it doesn't mean depends on where the power outages originated. If they would have hit that means there's no water to the town. No water to the town means no sanitation.
Yeah, they can deal with that for like an hour. It's not going to kill anybody.
Actually, we would not have to deal with it too much because we have the pump.
Rob, mushrooms are gross. I don't like eating things that grow from cow shit.
I'm also allergic to fungus because I'm allergic to penicillin too. So there's that. One of the things I was talking about also, make sure you have power banks for your devices. I wish I had an external power bank for my laptop. I do not. Though it would be interesting because if I had a power bank for the laptop, I could have hooked up my Wi-Fi system and see what happened there. If that would have worked, I think that would have been cool.
Yeah, you probably would have needed. Well, the thing is, your Wi-Fi runs off your 12 volt, or if you're a 120, or sorry, 110. I don't know what I'm like.
So does my laptop too. But I think it's
but laptops, if you have an adapter, for most laptops, there's always an adapter that can plug into other things. So if you have the adapter, you're fine.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting that power bank like Tyler's got.
Ooh, Will's allergic to all the cillins.
Well, I'm allergic to penicillin and ampicillin and all
amoxicillin, penicillin. I don't even know if penicillin is one. I just penicillin. It reminds me.
Penicillin, yes, but not penticillin. No.
Penicillin. It's a 6-sided cylinder, bro.
Yeah, you're allergic to the Pentagon.
Yeah, something like that. Most people are. But we're not going there because that's not what tonight's discussion is about.
No, this is actually having emergency supplies. I mean, the ability to cook. We actually picked up something during the rendezvous, which I mentioned earlier before you got here, Cliff, is that we got the adapter to allow us to use the 5-gallon gas bottles for our propane.
Nice.
So we could use it with our heat buddy. We could use it with our propane stoves. So this allows us the ability to cook. So that's a bonus.
How's it going, Bob?
Zippos are really good. We also have a real percolator coffee pots, which is a bonus too. Unless you decide to go with having coffee singles or instant coffee. For those people who drink coffee or tea.
For most people that actually do drink coffee on the regular, I guarantee they all at least have 1 or 2 boxes of instant coffee because they know for a fact it's easy to make, 2, you don't require hot water.
I've actually got both. Actually, I got 3 kinds.
And I don't know if Colin will be able to hear from way over there, but yeah, Evan. Next time you have a power outage like that, you don't have to worry about running your generator for your fridge. As long as you do not open your refrigerator or freezer, the stuff in your fridge will stay cold for roughly 36 hours. You're looking at 48 hours to 52 hours for your freezer because basically the entire thing is an ice box. Everything in there is frozen. It will thaw out slower than heck, even if there's no power. Your fridge will only last 24 to 36 hours at best if you open it minimally. Other than that, you're looking at, if you're opening your fridge every 2 hours, you're looking at maybe 12 to 18 hours of fridge before the stuff in your fridge goes bad.
Depending on what you have in there. If you have meat products, solid frozen meat products, that extends the life of your freezer.
Only in your freezer. That's why I said freezer will that stuff will stay cold for about 48 to 56 hours.
You can freeze 2-liter bottles and put them in your fridge to help extend the life of that. But that's what some people do with their deep freezes and stuff. I actually got 3 items. The coffee I was talking about, the Folgers singles. These are like the tea bags versions. Really good. And you can reuse them somewhat. You just get a weaker cup of coffee each time. And then you got your instant packets. These are what I use for my backpacking. This is what I used to use. This is what I use now. Now, for those people who are, if you're heating up water, the good way to do food, you can use, simple oatmeal.
I cannot eat oatmeal for some reason. I used to be able to eat it constantly.
When you're backpacking, this is about the easiest one to do.
Yeah, that's what everybody takes because they weigh virtually nothing. 2 of them is a decent sized meal.
Exactly.
And then if you really absolutely need to, you can just burn the package.
You have. I have. Hey, Bushcraft Ed, thank you. I am doing well. Thank you, brother. Last Thursday, I wasn't because we actually had a power outage here. Hence the topic today. No, actually,
we had a different topic.
It was
but,
week before last, I think. Wasn't it? Or last week? No, it was last week, wasn't it?
No, it was last week we were talking about this because the week before that, we were going to have the rendezvous host up here, but he had different plans.
And then my power went out.
Then last week the power went out and he still couldn't make it that day because he was sick.
Right.
And this week he had a different
Masonic Lodge meeting.
I wasn't going to go into details. I was just going to say he had another business meeting scheduled.
Yep.
And then so we decided that since that was the case, we're going to talk about power outage prepness or pretty much emergency prepness at this point. Although every channel has done it that does prepping channels, but
check
this is an archery channel, so this is going to be interesting.
This is what Tamara did. What happened to Tamara?
Well, that was fun. I just poured water all over myself.
Wet t-shirt contest.
Where's my rag? Where's my rag? Where's my rag? And that's cold water too. That thing's like frozen.
Also, Grace has got a suggestion for you once we get done. Once you check what Tamara wrote.
I actually do have cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat's not bad
I
either.
have a box of it in here somewhere. I'm gonna tell you one thing. First off, when you buy cream of wheat, buy a plastic container. Because the containers they put those in are cardboard.
I need somebody to
Those
explain
get
something
wet.
for me. What is that word?
Psilocybin?
I'm not familiar.
It's a protein strain in cow patties that produces the neurotoxin for shrooms.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wouldn't say neurotoxin, but it's the toxin, and it's what generates the toxins in shrooms that when you eat them, that makes you hallucinate.
Okay. I was going through Ian's room looking for one of the lights that he had, his military flashlight that he had picked up.
All weird.
And I found this in his room.
What the heck? Is that a Tiki Torch?
That's a Tiki Torch. I was actually looking for this over the weekend. I could not find it.
Why is it in his room?
It got mixed up in his thing. This is totally empty.
Oh yeah, you can refill those. I think those ones have the cap that unscrews. Yeah.
And yeah, it's totally replaceable. It's actually a pretty decent little system.
You can actually just use like citronella oil in that, like
That's what we use, but not in the house. Never in the house.
What's up, Mandy? Welcome back. But yeah, anyways, going back to what Grace said about cream of wheat, I have a container of it. I actually just stuck what I had left in my box.
Is that the instant cream of wheat?
Well, it's not. There's such thing as instant. You still have to cook it or microwave it, or you can let it soak in cold water for like.
Well, the thing is, I was
hours.
wondering if I could use it backpacking like I do with my oatmeal. I used to add hot water, but I mean,
yeah, it'll do the same thing. You just add your hot water to it, and then like if you want to add your like cream, like milk or cream or whatever, or
I don't have anything like that on the trail generally.
You can do powdered creamer.
That's my wife.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't recommend it because that's going to taste a little bit different. But when I always make this stuff, I always have like I always add sugar to it just because it tastes better, and then I'll always add like Nestle Quick, because I like eating it like a chocolate flavor.
They do make a chocolate version of that.
But yeah, recommend getting it and putting it in a container. You can do a peanut butter jar because these things seal really nicely.
I don't think I would use a peanut butter jar.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I wash mine out like thoroughly, but yeah, in your case, probably not a good idea unless you want to have potential side effects.
Right.
But for those that are not allergic to peanuts, you can use a used peanut butter jar. These things make great storage containers.
I probably could use like a used mayonnaise jar or something like that.
Mayonnaise jar. If you've got like honey, you can store it in like a honey jar.
Oh no, sorry, honey gets reused. I reuse the jars because I get the bigger ones and put the little ones. Reuse the little ones.
There you go.
Because honey always goes on the trip, no matter what.
Yeah. See, now even Grace is like, it may not be called instant, but yeah, cream of wheat's one of the quickest. Bob
Elliott says it does come in instant packets. I have seen it, but like I said, I'm a fan of the maple and brown sugar flavor. Because I don't have to add anything to it.
I said, I used to be able to eat those, but I can't anymore.
On the trail, I have seen people do this, Cliff. Take this and this, mix them together.
Yep, I have too.
And it does work. Don't get me wrong.
Let me tell you. Oh, yeah, dude, it's a mad energy boost because one, you're not diluting your coffee by much.
I actually have a 2-liter bottle I am refilling my sodas with right now. By the way, there is a new flea market, or I'm not sure exactly what to call it, halfway to home. We found it today. It opens up Saturday and Sunday, and they had some archery gear that I'm looking at, as well as some other stuff. I will try to get pictures, no guarantees, because Jenny and Ian are going first while I'm at work, because I have to work till noon on Saturday.
Yeah, Rob's saying that the packages can get wet. On those packages, Rob, they're actually lined. They're wax lined on the inside.
Yeah, that they make, because they're wax lined. They are really good fire starters.
Yeah,
and they're
they are like virtually waterproof. That's why you see a lot of people when they're camping or hiking, they just add the hot water to the package.
These people were setting up 2 days before this flea market thing on Saturday.
Good
And we're
Lord.
still going to the Renaissance Fair on Sunday. So they had a giant elk head. They had deer antlers in a box. They had hand tools. They had power tools. They had 2 mopeds, bicycles. I didn't see any bows, though, which really sucked. Just the arrows and a side quiver. Ted's asking how you are.
Yep, I got him right here.
Ziploc baggies, yeah, you can do that, Rob. It's just that
Smell.
one of the things I like using, I'm not sure people do, is hair ties. They have multiple uses besides holding your hair together. I use them all the time. That and rubber bands.
I got rubber bands galore everywhere. You get them free every day, and when you have a newspaper, you get them free just about every day in the summertime.
I get a ton from you.
Oh, that's right. I sent a whole because I wrapped everything in rubber bands.
Okay, Cliff.
I think was it like 10 something rubber bands? No, 6.
Well, this is mine. I didn't get the one that Ian had.
Yeah, because I wrapped everything in rubber bands so it wouldn't make a sound. You'll notice too, Colin, when you open that box, when you picked it up, you couldn't hear anything, could you?
Huh?
You couldn't. When you got that box, you couldn't hear a sound from there, could you?
No. But
dude, I packed that thing.
By the way, Max says thank you. He really appreciates the paper. He tore through it.
Is he still sitting in the box?
He didn't get into the box, but he did tear. He did like the newspaper. I did not find the comic section. I'm really sad about that, but that's what it is. Okay, for those people wondering about the topic again, last Thursday I had lost power. Not just me, but my community, and the only person I could really talk to besides Jenny was Cliff, and that's because I could call him on my phone. But everything else was out. I tried getting online with my computer, did not work. I think the internet was, they had issues with the internet at that time too. It was, Ted is pretty much everywhere. I've seen him pretty much 3 different channels so far.
Apparently he was.
I was showing off in the past lives with Cliff this lamp right here. It looks gaudy. It looks stupid.
Yeah, it's flashy and screams like you would see something like that in a disco party.
It does techno.
Yeah, it disco flashes.
But it has a really bright, sorry about that, spotlight. And
ooh,
that's even, I've been charging this thing.
And I got a new,
this was $7
new member of the Fox Den.
A really cheap stand in one of the smaller stores in town. But you can even charge your phone on it, which is really cool. It's got the little solar panel. But that's for $7 for a gimmick. It looks like C3PO, cubed.
Yep.
I don't know what else to call it, but I don't even remember the name of it. But it is what it is. Oh, I forgot. It's got something else.
Hey, there she is.
Another.
Why the heck did it not give me a... Oh, there it is. Maybe because I spelled it wrong. Or she clicked before she jumped. But thank you for that, Victoria. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's a pleasure to have you, and I hope my content is to your liking, because sometimes I'm boring.
Excuse you. Bite your tongue, brother.
When I'm filming my videos, trust me, I'm boring.
You've seen my older videos when I do my backpacking stuff. I talk all the time. I talk too much.
Yeah, I think that's my problem on mine.
Let me do something here. Got my phone right here. Unfortunately, it's fully charged at the moment, but I will give it a shot to see what happens.
The easiest way to do it is to turn your phone off, plug it in, and see what happens. If it turns on, it charges your phone. No, I mean physically power off your phone.
I'm doing that. See?
Oh, there we go.
And I'm gonna wait for it to fully shut down.
Yeah, that's mostly all my channel is, Victoria, is going to be gardening. Until things get more free on my end. I don't have a lot of daily freedoms aside from my job.
Okay,
So I'm
plug
always
in.
working on that in my garden.
Let's see if this works. Oh man. I don't know if this is going to work.
I have a feeling, Colin, that probably works the exact same way one of mine does, and you need a male-to-male connector.
No, the thing is,
And
it's got a plug-in.
I know, I'm aware of that. But that connector for the USB, you probably need a male-to-male connector, and probably what that does is it probably takes from your battery pack to charge that one.
Well, I have an idea about something. I'm going to try it.
Yeah, so if you want to learn container gardening in a small area, Victoria, that's my channel for you. If
that's
not,
his niche.
That's what I got. I live in the desert. I have a small property where I'm doing gardening stuff on. I'm slowly expanding on that, but I can only go so far.
I don't think this is going to work that particular way. Even though it's showing that it is charging, it's not doing enough, doesn't have enough oomph in its own internal battery to do.
Oh, it'll charge because that thing's probably what? You're looking at probably roughly the equivalent of 3 AAA batteries, so a little over 1,200 milliamps.
Look,
it's charging.
It's charging. There it goes. There it goes. Look, look.
Oh yeah,
it's working. There you go.
You're looking at probably max. That thing's probably maybe 1,200 milliamps.
Yeah, it's very tiny, but it does work. So there you go, Grace. Proof point. You know, there you go. For $7, that's well worth the price you got for it. So, and it's really bright though. That's really cool though. I'm gonna plug it back into my phone back in.
I was gonna say your phone's already at 99%. What's the point?
Oh, I'm not good at gardening either. Can I garden? Yes. Am I good at it? No. I'm the kind of guy
who garden. It's just a matter of learning.
Water. Hopefully keep the kids or animals out of it and I'll be good.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the stew. I got 2 squirrels in my area and I'm like seriously concerned about them eating all of my produce.
Well, you could get a slingshot.
Wait, I have a slingshot.
What the heck happened here? How did I get full screen?
You're not full screen on this.
I went full screen for some reason.
Not on StreamYard.
No, on my side.
Oh.
It was just all I saw was you and me. I couldn't see the chat or anything.
Oh, that's weird.
It just did it again. Okay, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, Grace, that would probably take a long time because I'm pretty sure those batteries would be dead before his iPhone was even charged to 65%.
Well, the thing is, it would work in an emergency situation, and
but it's one of those.
If you set it out outside all day and let it charge that way, it might charge it up full, but it may take all day or a couple of days to get it really full. But you only need it just enough to make an emergency phone call anyway. But for $7, proof.
Colin pushed a button, or his internet took a crap on him. So I guess you're going to get to look at the co-host today and all of his glorious junk behind him and this thing down here, which thankfully you guys can't see the addresses on.
That was just freaky. It's I don't know what's going on.
You pushed a button and disappeared.
I don't remember hitting a button.
Camera, that depends on how big your garden is and how many worries you have to bury under there. Because it takes roughly, depending on the size of your worry, can take anywhere between 10 to 16 months to biodegrade. And that's if you have a healthy garden soil, which means you have lots of bugs, lots of microbes, and a lot of worms.
Worms are key.
Dude, I'm telling you, I dig in my stuff and I find worms constantly. I'm like, dude, I never even put worms in there. I never bought worm castings.
Well, what I was looking for on the Lehman's site, by the way, was the cooking version of one of these, Cliff. It allows you to cook off the top of one of these.
You get a frame around one of those, or hang a pot over it while it's sitting on the ground. You'll cook on top of it because all that heat just goes.
Well, the thing is, this is
straight up.
designed to do that, though. That's what it's designed to do, because it actually makes a place to set a pot on.
Yeah, there you go. See, Victoria's actually got it keyed in over here in the chat. If you're watching them, she's actually not using the S word. She's using the word friended. So she's clicking on everybody and friending them.
The word you use, Cliff, is what?
I just say be Fox Den or member of the Fox Den.
I use the word knock set.
Or I say den member because Foxes and we have dens.
New
so
members,
den members,
knock sets, Mandy sets, you name it. The S word is not inappropriate, but the algorithm does not.
Yeah, YouTube algorithm hates it for some. I don't know if they've changed that now. So
welcome back.
There'd only really be one way to find out, but I'm not going to bother with it.
By the way, on the other day when I was on and you weren't here, I had like
Tuesday?
5 people pop up on my screen, including Tristan, who's game foul.
Yeah, I saw that. Like I said, I had it going in the background, but I was on Jesse's chat because that's usually where I'm at on Tuesdays. I was not expecting you to go live on a Tuesday.
Neither was I.
So it kind of threw me off. So I had you going in the background and I was kind of switching back and forth. But like honestly, for the first hour and a half, I just zoned out on the porcelain throne, just chilling in my zone. I was so tired that day.
I wasn't expecting you to be there anyway. You do your thing. I mean, come on. This is the day we actually talk. But hopefully,
yeah. But there was like three or four people in that chat were like, "Wonder where where Fox it's at," and I'm like, "I'm here, kind of lurking, but I'm not really like."
It's his day off, folks. Let him rest.
No, Tuesday I work Tuesday.
Here comes Victoria.
Hello, Victoria.
Excuse me, my hair's a mess. I look a mess.
Mine. My hair's my eyes and everything.
Been chasing a 3-year-old, so I'll put it down.
Do you have a lot of stuff for emergencies, like if your power goes out or anything like that, Victoria?
Oh, I got all kinds of different lights. I got battery. I've got USB. I've got candles. Galore. What else? I've got a taser flashlights.
I got one of those too.
I'm trying to think of everything I've got. I got
lots. Lori,
of
thank you for coming.
Lots of lights. I wanted to show you where I'm at with the with this. I'm almost through another 1,000 foot. So.
Well, I'm not sure if you saw this, Cliff.
Yeah, I saw I saw her have she had that shorter. It was only like 4 feet yesterday.
Man, she's been booking on that thing.
Yeah,
that is actually pretty slick.
Thing.
I like the pattern too.
So it's what standard cross stitch?
It's just 1 in and then 2 at the top and 1 in until
knit 1 purl 2.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Let me see if I can. Wait, I'm gonna put this down.
Here, let me put you full size here, real quick.
I'm gonna put this down where you can see my hands too. So
how's your hands doing today?
Oh, so it's crochet. You're crocheting and not knitting.
Yeah, she's crocheting this.
Paracord. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Hold on.
Yes, we can. We can
see
it.
So I'm going in, grabbing it, pulling it through. Now I've got 2 on there, pulling it through. It's simple like that, just like this. Yep. And then when I get to the end, I do like 1 and then 2, 2 loops through here. And then
if you know what she's making out of that, right?
Turn it around.
A blanket or
no. What a paracord would not make a good blanket. This thing is heavy, heavy, heavy. already.
That's why it would make a great blanket, because you ain't got to worry about being cold.
I think
Well,
a cloak would be cool.
It's not. It's stiff. It's not.
Wash it
gonna
once or
be-
twice, it won't be stiff.
It's gonna be a hammock / floor mat / sleeping mat. So
Yeah, it's gonna be
Laters, Rob. Have a good one. Take care, brother. We'll see you on the next one.
I'm almost through the one of the 1,000.
I still think she should make a backpack.
So
That'd be
I'm
kinda cool.
almost. Let's see if I can show you. This thing was all
She's
the
like
way
you
to
with the
the edge.
paracord, by the way.
It was all the way to the edge, full, and that's
Yeah,
how
those things
far.
are usually like $70 or $80 for $100 for a whole roll.
Well, I got it off of eBay for with shipping
About
and
$50
handling,
or something like that is what you said, didn't you?
54 and change.
Yeah.
With shipping and handling, so
Not too bad. Cool.
So if anybody
Yeah.
wants to support Victoria and her crocheted hammock,
and it's 1,000 foot for each
Please.
roll. So
contact her on her channel. I'm sure she's got an about page about where she could be mailed. The
yeah,
mailing address or
yeah.
whatever.
My email is on my about page. Here's one that I haven't opened. You see, it goes all the way to the edge.
And that's a turquoise color, I believe, correct?
Yeah, but it don't have to be turquoise. If you'd like, if anybody would like to help, and they can pick any color they would like me to add to it. You know,
Red, white, and
I got
blue would be cool.
Paracord so thick you couldn't crochet with that even if you tried.
Oh, she's got another one she's going to be doing the edging with for the ropes. The
yeah,
connecting to the
it's thick
ring?
like rope. Yeah.
She's got some
And
really
some
thick
friends
stuff
sent
there,
me
Cliff.
just a little bit. I don't know that I'm gonna have enough of it to actually do what I want.
That's why we could say we'll put the word out. Maybe we'll get you some more material.
Yeah.
The stuff I've got is
but
literally
I have somebody.
Well, this is what I
Don't
got.
say
Yours is what you got right here.
I already told you kind of in a slip of the tongue, but I have somebody wants me to do a project for them. And so I just ordered some paracord to do that project for our friend. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
You know who I'm
I
talking
know. I think I already know, but that's
Yeah.
beside the point.
And he asked me not to say, so I'm not going to say.
Okay,
but,
that's cool.
I'm going to do a project for him. I hope it works out. Because like I said, this is only the second time I've ever crocheted anything. And the other project is going to be just a little bit harder because I can't say what it's going to be either. Because if he's listening, I don't want him to know what it is until I send it to him. So, yeah, I'm getting there. But I am looking for lots of friends. So, and I don't say friends just off the cuff. When I say I want friends, I mean true friends, not just YouTube friends, not just internet friends.
I call them family or clan.
Lifelong term friends that extend out from the internet, extend to messaging each other, extend
like this guy here.
Emailing each other, extend to phone calls with each other. That kind of friendship. That means a lot.
I need some crack right now.
Oh, Birchcraft Ted has got a little thing for you. He says he's watching one of your videos right now. He's a cook, so his eye caught your breakfast burrito video.
Oh, and
I did not know you were a cook,
vegan.
Ted.
It's all
That's
vegan.
Cool.
That breakfast burrito, there is
Night, Bob.
no
Thank you for coming.
in it.
Oh, he's got to take his huskies out. So he's got
There's
puppies
no
too.
real meat in that. It's all plant-based, bacon, sausage.
Yeah, just to let you know, she's vegetarian.
I like meat.
Yes, I don't. I see. That's how big my heart is. I cannot eat.
Well, you would actually like Johnny. Johnny is a vegetarian.
Yeah, I don't know if he's actually kept up with that.
I don't think he's a true vegetarian because, yeah.
Well, I eat.
But he tries.
Okay, I eat egg and I eat fish and seafood. Cold-blooded.
You're not vegan. You're just vegetarian. There's a difference.
I don't eat warm-blooded mammals. I eat cold-blooded fishes.
Fish and eggs. Okay.
Fish, lobster.
And I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong when I eat an egg because, of course, they're not going to give you a fertilized egg. And a fertilized egg is not the same as a
No.
regular egg.
So
So
you probably would love clam chowder then.
I love clam chowder. It's
Clam
one of my
chowder is
favorite.
amazing.
I
I
love
saw that
clam
look, Cliff.
chowder.
No, dude,
like
I'm like, I don't know what. I'll be right back. I got to get me something that's got some like caffeine or something in it because I'm like dying over here.
That's what I'm drinking. I'm
Yeah.
drinking those monster.
Oh wait,
the
Cliff, I
monster
actually have something
ones.
for you. You want coffee?
Coffee? Yeah, the monster coffees.
Oh, I can't take those because my heart.
What?
I have a stent
Fine,
in my
something.
heart,
Give me a
Victoria.
second.
Oh
I'll be
no,
back.
my husband is yelling at the other end of the house. No more tonight.
See, look, I got coffee here, coffee here. This is the stuff I usually use when I go backpacking. So
You know,
there's
you
that.
should. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but try the black silk Folgers.
Have
It's good.
the other good one is what is it called? Noir, Black Noir coffee.
I've never heard of it. I've never
It's a
seen it.
Folgers brand. It's called Noir, Noir.
I've never seen it
Very
here.
interesting flavor.
I honestly have not seen it in our Walmart here. I'll keep my eyes open, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Johnny just experimented with being vegetarian. Okay.
Well, believe me, I gave my husband, who is not a vegetarian, by the way, I gave him a little tiny piece of the plant-based bacon, and he made a joke of it. He said the government's trying to disguise our bacon as our plants as bacon.
Oh, they're trying to do that with burgers. You've heard of those Impossible burgers.
Oh, I love them. I love.
I will not try them. Nope.
A lot of people don't have but see, I haven't eaten meat in many years now, and so when I finally found vegan meat, I love it. I mean, to me, it's
I'm
like
sorry. I'm not giving up my bacon. I'm not giving up my bacon. I cannot do that.
Have you ever seen a baby pig?
Yes, I have.
That's why I can't eat it.
He was delicious.
Oh, poor baby pig.
Well, that baby pig ended up being 300 pounds, and
I'm talking a little baby pig.
Well, he was when they first got him.
I know, but see, that's what comes to my mind. I see all these little cute little lovable critters.
Well, certain things were not meant to be lovable, just edible.
I can't help it.
Well, remember,
like I said, that's just my heart, though.
Well, Victoria, remember I told you I don't hunt for sport; I hunt for food.
I know that, but I just
that's a difference,
I see them in my mind's eye. Whenever I see meat, they come up in my mind's eye, and it's like I'm okay with not.
But that's your personal preference, Victoria.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
you be you. I'll be me.
Hey, if you show me a fish, I even watched a video where this guy went to like a pond, and he put his hand down in the water, and the fish would come up and just lay right on the palm of his hand, and he'd sit there and pet the fish's belly and their eyes. I mean,
I've never seen that.
If I think too hard on certain things, it makes it really hard for me to want to eat it after that.
A couple of weeks ago when I was at the rendezvous, I went fishing and I caught I guess I'm going to call it a baby bass, which is no bigger than the 4 fingers across.
I remember you telling me about that.
Actually, I can actually probably show you a picture of that because I did get a picture of it.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it.
And the thing is, the hook was bigger than the fish. And yes, thank you, Grace, for telling me about what noir is, because my French is severely lacking.
Colin, I would just like to point out you have a giant wang on your back wall.
A giant what?
He's talking about the shadow right there.
Yeah.
A wing?
It's not what you think it is.
Yeah, it looks like the reflection off of like a candle lamp or something.
It's
Yeah.
probably. See, it's not this one. Nope.
No, it looks like a
Oh,
candle.
I know what it is. I think
It looks like a candle.
it's
No, one of those
actually.
that you would put.
I'll show you what it is. It's my chandelier.
Oh,
But why
how
is it
pretty.
upside down?
It's
Oh,
not.
gotcha. Yeah, it's reflecting one of the lights. Okay, I gotcha.
It's because the bulbs are in shape of candles. No, I was going to show you the fish I caught a couple weeks ago.
Do it. It's hilarious. The fish was not much bigger than the hook.
This bridge right there is called the Blue Bridge. This bridge is here in the Tri-Cities where I live. It goes from Pasco into Richland.
Oh, that's cool.
We've got 3 bridges. One goes from Pasco to Richland, one from Kennewick or from Pasco to Kennewick. Where's the other one go? Pasco to Kennewick, right? 2 of them? Kenny. You must be outside.
Okay, here's the fish. Ready?
Yes. Oh, wow. That is like a little sardine almost.
But that's a bass. You can see the coloring.
I know. But the size is like a little
he's
sardine.
Bass, I'm telling you, man, bass will eat anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It'll be 3 times their size and they'll still try to eat it.
Yep, he tried, and he did survive. I let him go. Welcome back.
That was
Hey,
a pretty fish.
Evan, do not say snacks unless you plan to share. He shares.
I was trying to be a nice fat fox. I already had snacks, and I ate before I came home. But like, I am so tired. Like I've yawned like 10 times already on this stream, so I got to do something. I'm like falling asleep over here.
Jenny got me brownies last night, so like,
Ooh,
yeah, no nuts in them either. It was really nice.
ooh.
Let's see here. Actually, Lehman's actually has something for those people who are interested. They have canned bacon, which is kind of nice. I'm looking at the cooking section of the Lehman's. And check this out, Cliff. You're going to like this.
I don't want to lick a dandelion.
This should look very familiar.
I got no idea. What is it? I've never seen one of those before.
Ha 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 ha.
You know,
But this one's got the adapter bottle with it, which is something I've never seen before. That's actually kind of slick.
Yeah, but look at the price. It's $60.
but you
That's
know,
why.
I've got a prepper's type of a mind. And I think, you know, if everything went under, you know what I mean? Those cans of fuel are not going to be accessible.
No.
So I would prefer to spend that money on a wood stove.
Oh, you want to see a wood
Yeah, but here's
stove?
the problem. You can't take a wood stove with you if you've got to leave.
Yeah, you can. They fold up and go into you know, those chairs that you carry, even smaller and lighter weight than those chairs, some of those wood stoves.
Okay.
Oh, those are backpacking stoves, though. You're not going to take a full-on house-style wood stove with you.
No, I'm talking the kind that my prepper mind goes into survival, and I think one of those tent wood stoves. So, you know, you need a tent hole in your tent. But
Yeah, for hot tents.
if I had a choice, that's what I would want to get, is one of those type of wood stoves that you know, for campers and stuff. And
Those things are still pretty heavy. Most of those, even the lightest weight one, I think is still around like 50 or 60 pounds.
No. You can find them for that are aluminum, and they're they
Still
fold down
heavy.
to almost nothing, or they fold down like into a really small, and they are maybe 25, 30 pounds.
There you go.
If that.
Check
That's
that
a
out.
that's a full-on cast iron stove.
Wood stove. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about prepper mind.
That's
You
probably
know,
like That's probably $2,000.
I'm
That
talking
one.
something that if you have to bug out and get out of town, you can take a wood stove with you to stay warm and cook. Boil water without
Uh,
making an actual
oh,
fire
there's
outside.
stoves in this site that I would love to have for my home. That not only are they beautiful, but they will provide hot water. They will cook your food. They'll heat your house.
But you got to think, if you're thinking prepper, like disaster, end of the world, economy collapse, all of that.
Oh, here it is.
People who even own their property, you still pay taxes on that property.
Check
Now,
this out.
what if economy goes under and you can't pay the taxes on that property?
If the economy goes under, they won't be able to get taxes because there's no one going to be there to collect it.
Yep, you ain't got to worry about it.
I still think there will be somebody trying to collect it.
Oh, there could be somebody trying to collect something, but it won't be taxes.
Yeah, they're gonna be collecting lead particles.
But this is the cooker I was telling you about, Cliff.
Oh, okay. Rail lantern cooker.
As you can see, it's got a little flat surface on the top of the lantern to allow you to cook.
Yeah, but it looks like it's only designed almost just to work with that one pot.
Well, that's a like a regular backpacking pot, you know.
Yeah, that thing looks like it's designed
See
specifically
that flat
almost
surface
for
there?
that.
There you go. See, just like that. It fits.
Yeah, see, it's designed specifically for that style. You don't think you'd want to put anything bigger on there because it would crush it.
But it looks like it's fairly large too.
Base-wise, yeah, it's not going to tip over, but that cooking surface is only designed for like a certain size pot, which most likely for that price actually comes with that pot.
Well, let me see. Let's see what it comes with. Adjustable 2-inch flame, simple lever, lifts chimney, design and proven.
12-hour
Tank
burn
holds
time.
24 ounces of fuel. That's quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, it says 12-hour burn time on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, cooking pot includes 32-ounce, completely full to rim.
Well, that's good.
Holds 32 ounces.
Okay. It says
Yeah, the
you
sad part
only
is
use kerosene or lamp oil and a match.
I can still read that even on my screen with it that way. I can read really, really tiny letters.
It's a 4-cup cooking pot.
Yeah,
So
and it most likely comes with the lantern.
it's still not a bad setup considering it's for a backup heat source and cooking surface.
Yeah, that'd be an absolute backup emergency, like when everything all else just died on you all of a sudden.
But most people don't realize in a real, SHTF type situation is you would have to deal with needing blackout curtains.
Got him.
You know what that is, Victoria?
Blackout curtains, yes, I know what that is.
You know why?
Yes, in case we're going to be bombed.
No.
So they can't see us.
Yes, that's true, but they've changed meanings over the years. In that kind of situation, you would need blackout curtains to keep people from seeing that you actually have light. And if you have light, that means you have other things that they may want to take from you.
Yep. That's why in a power outage, you never want your house to light up like Fort Knox.
Mm-mm. You keep everything on the down low.
Yeah.
You try to keep everything as low as. Really, Cameron? Now, never mind.
Welcome back, Will.
I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm just staring at my screen over here. Like
Will's only able to donate with one arm now because he perforated his vein on his right arm.
Well,
if you didn't know, Victoria, Will donates plasma every Thursday.
Oh, I can't because I've got tiny little veins that wiggle, and they would just break if they tried to take my blood.
So you have your friends list, Victoria. Cliff has his Fox Den. I have my clan. I think that's pretty cool.
Can I share with you the stoves that I'm talking about?
Sure.
Okay,
You've done shared stuff before. There's nothing wrong with that. I like learning about. I've got 2 different types of stoves I carry with me every day. I've got my
Okay.
wood gas stove and my alcohol stove.
It's down in your basement, and I'm not going to be able to see because I got to scroll. Go over here and scroll. Okay,
I
there's
don't know
these.
about the house. Okay, here it is. It's coming up.
There's these little ones here, but those
Okay.
aren't like. I mean, they would.
Oh,
Be
that you talk about this one here, the one from 169.
Well, there's these little ones here that are very, very thin and very small, but they're
They
Yeah,
fold down.
backpacking stoves.
yeah, they wouldn't hold anything substantial. But this one here, let me tap on it. This one here,
I've seen that one. Looks like a nice
it's
one.
it's an awesome price actually. And let me go down to the what it describes it. The total weight. Where is the weight at? I'm not seeing the weight here.
Look under read more. Click on the read more.
Read more. No, that just tells about the seller.
Stainless steel, so it should be fairly heavy.
Yeah, that's stainless. That thing's probably going to weigh 30 pounds.
Scroll up.
Let's see if I can.
Oh,
see
there
a
you
weight.
go. Hold on.
Shut up, Gray. I don't want to go over there right now.
What's going on?
Let me.
Gray just went live, but like he usually does that on Thursday. It's 304 stainless. That stuff's going to be heavy.
But it's going to be durable, though. That's the bonus thing on that.
But
the box itself is durable, but those legs are crap. I've already seen that stove being set up, and if you got too much weight on there, those legs actually will collapse, even if they're stainless. Yeah, see, look, the legs don't even fold out. They're permanently like that, so you got to walk around with that thing.
seeing if I can find a weight on it. For some reason, it's not telling us the weight on this thing. And usually they do, but
what
this
site is that you found that on?
This is eBay.
Okay,
this is on eBay. Let me back up here.
I'm actually looking at one on Wish.
Well, don't get anything off of Wish unless you want to wait 6 months.
No, don't buy from Wish. I just they ripped me off. They sent me this little yarn stuff when it was supposed to be glow in the dark paracord. It wasn't that at all. So they ripped me off for that. And every time you go for one of the deals, all of a sudden they'll come up with saying, oh, you missed the time limit on the deal, when the deal is being advertised right at that moment. It takes forever to get.
Yeah, Wish is just a scam.
It really is. And I had them for years. I finally just gave up on them because I just got fed
I've got a couple good items. The 2 items that I carry with me in my backpacking, my wood gas stove and my alcohol stove, I both got from Wish. And I got them for both for less than $20. And they work.
Yeah, you once in a while you get lucky, but it takes forever to get anything from them. But I always get eBay. Go here to eBay. They have pretty decent prices, and you get it a lot faster. See, they've got all manner of these stoves in here.
Right.
But this is more of what I was talking about. If as a prepper kind of mentality, that I would want to get something like this, like one of these wood stoves, or even one of these smaller ones to start off with, but one of the tent ones, like this for, if you need to stay, if it's winter and you want to stay warm, I would suggest getting one of those because you don't want to actually burn one of these small ones inside of a tent.
Right.
So, and these, you can put a pipe thing on there, and but it goes on and on. There, it'll go past 9 pages of this stoves. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this is what I was.
Actually, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of TA Outdoors, Victoria. He actually has a portable wood stove that he's
He's got
got.
like 4 of them.
But the one that he, that I've seen when he was building his cabin,
The pallet cabin.
yeah, that one actually came with a water reservoir where you could heat up water for tea
Yes.
and stuff, which he
I
uses.
do follow him. I love his shows. I watched every moment of him and his dad building that pallet, and
Yeah.
then adding the porch, and then building the furniture, and
The
building the
garden and
little
everything. He did gardening.
what was it, that little bar thing out
The
there.
worst part is he had to tear it all down. Him and his dad tore it all down to move it to a new property location.
I
but
saw
they
that
still-
one
It
too.
wasn't very far, mind you. It was only like, I think it was like 200 yards
Yeah,
is what they moved it because of like certain, I don't know what the like stipulations were, but they had basically just moved it over like 200 yards.
yeah.
That
It
was
It wasn't
it.
on their property.
But he
It was
already
moved
had
it
that
on.
other camp, that bush camp, craft camp that in that area, right? Is that the
Yeah.
same? So that I followed him for I don't know, maybe 3 years, 4 years now.
Yeah, I think
he's-
it was the same on TA.
I like the stuff he has, though. It's not too bad. I like the stove because the fact that he could heat up hot water in addition.
It's only
to
like, I think it's only like 2.5, maybe 3 gallons at best is what he can fit in that thing.
I could
But
live.
what
in
I
that
like is the
thing.
oven attachment that sits on the stovepipe.
right.
The way he built that, him and his dad, I could live in that thing.
Oh
24/7.
yeah, him and Graham are funny. His dad is hilarious. See, that's the thing though. You got to you have to have somebody that's into stuff like that. Otherwise, it's just going to be a disaster working with them.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
they work well together, which is nice.
Yeah.
He also has his friends. There's like 2 other guys that he's done buildings with. That
Yeah.
what is that round building with? They use the grass that
Yurt?
Oh, the yurt. No, they used it was a it was their Viking hut.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. That's the two boys.
His Viking roundhouse.
Yeah. And who's that guy? I was following him too, and I need.
Oh my God, what is his name? I want to say it starts with a C, but I can't remember.
A couple people
I need
did
to
that one.
find them again and refriend them because somehow I got unfriended from them, and I want to refriend them because I love them.
Well, he usually has the channel links when you watch one of TA's videos. If he has anybody else in there, he's got the channel links down in the description.
Yeah. But yeah, he's fun. I love bushcrafters. I love that kind of stuff. Even
Okay,
though
if you want to check something out? Sorry for interrupting. There's a couple of guys. Their channel is called Smooth Gafix. One is Irish. One is.
do you have their link? Can you drop the link?
Give me a second. Dutch. They're cousins, and they go and do all this bushcraft stuff. They built a Celtic roundhouse.
Do you have their link?
Yeah, give me a moment. I will get it for you. They're actually one of my favorite channels I follow.
I've run across them like once or twice, but I've never actually like finished watching anything.
They started off a long time ago, just like any other channel, and just doing small stuff. Then they built their own bows. They've done this different things. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to post that link here. There's their name.
I don't know why, but every time I see that, whenever I lift this blanket, it changes the color of my face.
That's because your camera's trying to focus on that because you've got the green screen in the background, and that's since it's a teal color, it's trying to register that as a green screen background.
There's the link to their channel, and they're really, really cool because they've done land nav, they've done overnight stuff, they've done winter challenges where they actually make sure they fall through the ice and how to survive after being
fixed.
Smooth Gafixed.
Okay, well, I just friended them.
Who's got something going in the background?
It was me. I was just going over to their page and friended them and rang their
Yeah,
bell.
Julius and
Like, I
Dylan.
barely
Julius
heard that.
is from the Netherlands, and Dylan is from Ireland.
God, what was
If
it?
you do
Who
you
did
by
it?
chance? Sorry,
Go for it, Victoria.
do you by chance have TG? What is their?
TA Outdoors.
Yeah, do you have their link?
Hold on. I actually had that one up too, so
You can
I'm
probably
just
get it faster.
backtracking a little bit here.
I've got like 9 window tabs open over here because.
You must have a good gaming laptop.
Oh
do.
yeah, I have. Mine was at the when I bought it. It was state of the art. It was like maybe out for a week when I purchased it.
My wife bought this one for her gaming, but then she gave it to me when she upgraded.
I have an Asus. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh,
Asus?
an Asus.
ASUS.
Yeah, an Asus.
Asus is a really good brand of gaming computer.
Oh, yummy.
Asus is on the low end, to be honest, but it's still a decent computer.
It's a budget-friendly gaming
Ooh,
computer.
does that look garlic toast?
Yeah, with cheese.
Yeah.
All you need is some good lasagna or spaghetti.
Just throw some pepperonis on that, man. Screw all the rest of that.
Hey,
I don't need
you forgot to add. I was thinking about adding the giant meatballs.
It's just a meatball sandwich.
No.
You have
Spaghetti and
have
meatballs and
good
garlic bread. Come
meatballs.
on. There's the 2 links right there for TA Outdoors and Smooth
Okay.
Fix.
Let me go.
I recommend Smooth Fix because they are an amazing channel. These 2 boys have come a long way from their first channel to where they're at now.
Oh, I still have them. I just didn't have the bell on.
Good night, Cecilia. Take care.
Night, Cecilia. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I really need to start getting some friends because I don't know if I should say it. It's a little negative, but I come to realize that there was some people I've been following for years that are not. They don't really care if you ain't joined to their channel or somehow putting money into them. They're gonna let that person be there, and you won't matter, no matter how long you've been following along. And there was an incident where there was a person stealing another person's identity and their videos, and
That happens more often than you think.
Oh, yeah.
and
That happens
claiming
everywhere on YT. You got to seriously dispute that.
they were claiming that they were this person, and then I finally found out the real person, and he was talking about the incident. Well, it started getting out of that this person was not who they were claiming to be, and they threatened a lady friend that I know, that I follow, and they also told me that it's a shame I didn't die in my bike wreck when I wrecked on my bicycle.
Okay, those
Ouch.
people are trolls.
Well, a friend of mine, I thought was a friend of mine that I've been following for years, had that person in their live today. And so
Ugh.
I sent her a message letting her know what had transpired, and I got
Was
no
it the person
reply.
or the troll of the person?
The person had that troll person in their chat, and I
Okay,
said,
you
well,
actually was the troll, not the actual real person.
well, it was no, it was the troll. It's a girl claiming to be a guy that plays guitar and sings music.
Okay.
She went to a bunch of different people's channels, and they let her come up behind her avatar. And she came up on mine, and she was behind her avatar, and she was playing music. And I made the comment, I said, well, because it sounded like, I said, well, it sounds like you're playing something off your phone. She didn't
Well, you're
like
a
that.
musician. You would know that.
Well, you know, I play the flute. So
Yes, I do. Remember, I do too.
yeah.
Just not
And
as good as you.
I made that comment, and she didn't like it. And after that incident, a lot of people was like saying, trying to tell me, and I wasn't listening right away. But she threatened another lady that I follow and actually threatened her vulgar and threatened her life and really frightened this other lady. But then later told me, it's a shame you didn't die in your bike wreck, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. And so this lady friend of mine, a different lady, had that person in their chat today. And so I told her, I'm sorry, I can't stay here. You have somebody here that I am uncomfortable with, and I'm sorry. I'll see you
Well, there's
later.
nothing wrong. You did the right thing.
And then I sent her an email explaining why I had done that, and I
Right.
never heard back. So I need friends, y'all. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose a few people because it's a big channel with a lot of people that I follow and follow me.
You got to be
And,
comfortable with who you have on your own lives. There's nothing wrong with that.
right. So yeah, if you can please support me, anybody, everybody, I so would be happy. And you know, my lives are not about any particular thing. I allow people to come up and just chat about anything. You know, as long as it's decent and respectful and you're not being
A
mean
total butthead.
to somebody else. You have to be courteous, you know,
Yeah.
unless and if it is a troll, well, I understand that. Let me know, and we'll deal with it at that point, you know.
Mhm.
But I'm very loyal, and I've been following the RV community for years now. And I'm just now stretching out and hitting other channels that I enjoy, like preppers, bushcrafters,
Outdoor
camping.
channels.
Yeah, outdoor channels, camping, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff, and so that's why I enjoy it so much. I live
Actually,
vicariously through those.
Victoria,
Most
outdoors
of us do.
means more than what you say, because outdoors could be going on bike rides. It could be gardening. It could be
Yes,
it's anything to do with the outdoors.
yes,
That's why we're outdoors.
yes.
And that's the whole point. You enjoy doing something outside.
Right.
That's the
But
whole
I
point.
enjoy watching people's survival type situations, like
Oh,
these campers that
like
will go out.
Bushcraft Ted and all those guys.
Yeah,
PA Outdoors and
yeah.
Smoothie Fix and
Actually, I got a good one for you that you might like. Let me see if I can find him again. I've been following these guys for a little while. I've been watching a lot of their videos for like the last couple of months. It's a Modern Cabin House.
Well, here
I
is
don't think
my.
I've seen those. I might be subscribed to them though.
This should tell you how much I like survival.
Yes, you do. I
It's
mean, the
right
fact
here.
that you're still going, and the fact is, you're the first person I've ever heard of to crochet a hammock.
Right. Well, it can be a hammock. It's a hammock / bunch of things.
It's a survival hammock.
Right. If somebody got hurt and you can't carry them, you can slide them onto this thing and just pull them along.
It's been done.
Yeah, like what do they call it? A
Travoy.
Yeah, travoy.
You just strap it to a couple sticks and you're good to go. That looks, by the way, that garlic bread looks so good right now.
I just posted the link for Modern Cabin House in there if you guys want to check them out. Or Modern House Cabin, sorry. I did that backwards.
It hasn't
But,
popped
yeah,
up
it's
yet.
a couple. Oh, they finally got the new video out. Finally. I've been waiting like 2 weeks.
I'm not subscribed to them yet, but I will be right now.
No, they got a really the way they do it, like Pepe and Eugenia, they like the way they film is I really enjoy it.
I like the fact that they're using the metal brace, the internal framing
Now
instead
you
of
can
wood.
see it for real.
Garlic bread.
I know garlic bread
That's
sounds
on
so
a
good
daily.
right now. Thank you, Victoria, for making us hungry.
Thank God I wasn't hungry when I
Next
got
time,
here.
bring lasagna.
This is the other thing I'm snacking on.
I can't eat those.
Oh, you can't eat nuts. You're allergic to everything.
No,
Nuts
just
and
nuts and mushrooms.
I love mushrooms. I love all kinds of mushrooms.
It's a miracle Colin hasn't started itching himself since he's allergic to those.
So if anybody has mushrooms,
No. I know what I can and cannot eat. That stuff stops my, that and like penicillin stops my
Cardiac
breathing.
arrest.
I go into anaphylactic shock, so I got to be careful.
I love it. I'm thanking God that I don't have any allergies to that stuff.
I wasn't always allergic to nuts, though. Or actually, correction. Let me. I misspoke. The doctor, when I was in the service, said I may have been allergic to nuts all my life, but it's such a mild reaction that I didn't notice it.
No.
But until the day that it decided to go boom, and then I can't eat nuts anymore.
I was born allergic to dairy to the point that my family had to buy a goat so that I could have goat milk when I was a kid. But I can eat dairy, like I can eat cheese and butter and stuff that's made from dairy, but I have to be careful how much of it I eat because
So like the cheese on your garlic bread.
Right. Because I haven't had any other cheese today. This is the only cheese I'm eating today.
So are you like lactose intolerant?
No, I'm actually allergic, but
Okay.
I have a weird reaction to it. It makes my stomach get huge. I mean, painful huge. And
bloating and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm familiar.
yeah, and it's painful. So I have to be really careful.
Oh,
But
by
I
the way, I
love dairy.
forgot to ask Evan something. He went fishing today. He was going to record, forgot to record. Did you catch anything, Evan?
He probably electrocuted it first.
No, he forgot his SD card in his computer.
If it's okay, I'm going to show my hand so that you guys can watch me work on this.
I figured Evan would have taken out his hopefully 1.5 version of the stun bow or stun arrow.
No. He said he had to discontinue doing it because he couldn't get it to work. I was going to test that puppy out. That stun arrow. I was going to test that puppy out.
I don't think there's a way to do it. I just don't have the time to try it. Or a soldering iron that I can have sit and do it with.
I would think, if you depending on what kind of batteries you used, it would have to be like a one-shot deal, literally and figuratively, that would dump all the charge with enough amperage to do what you need to do.
He says he got 2 bats on a frog.
Not amperage. So
you just need a battery and a capacitor. You just got to charge the capacitor and find a way. Just when you get your contacts, it discharges the capacitor
all at once.
Yeah.
So you have to get the amperage up, though. That's like I said. It's not about the voltage. You can have 10 million volts, but with very low amperage, it means
squat. 2 amps will actually physically kill a human.
Oh yeah.
It just toasts you. You're just done.
2 bass on a frog. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because he was. It sounds like he was fishing topwater.
Yeah, I've got the topwater jigs that I got from JV, but I haven't had a chance to use them. Ian has. I haven't. It's just the fact is, I'm a worm kind of guy.
Yeah, see, that's the same problem. Evan, he couldn't balance all the electronics. Evan, just need like 3 things. You need just 2 prongs and a capacitor. That's all you need.
Also, Evan, balancing the arrow is easier than you think. Because elite archers have to put extra weights in their arrows all the time. So it's not as difficult as you think. Doing it in a wood arrow might be.
Yeah, Victoria, just twist your spool around on the bottom until that kink is gone.
I can just work it out as I go, but I wanted to show that because the paracord is so stiff. It is nothing like working with yarn.
Oh no, yarn is soft.
Yeah, you're gonna constantly have to work out little twists.
Stuff, Cliff.
Say what, Colin?
We got so far off the main topic.
Yeah, we did.
We generally do. But we did find out that my little lamp will charge my phone. It won't be great, but it will charge it.
Yeah, you'd have to drop that thing down one of these days to like on your day off to like 50, like 40-50%, and then plug it in and just leave it somewhere on like your sun porch. And just honestly just sit there at your house and see how long it takes. Just literally just set a timer next to it, just hit start, plug it in, and see how long it takes to get like 10%.
Oh man, I don't know about 10. Oh, well, 10% from 50. Right, so about
or even 40, just to see how long it would take to charge 10%, because that's going to give you a rough estimate. If your phone is pretty much dead,
if you do it at noon, depending on whatever charge you were at, and then you do it for an hour and see where it ends up.
There you go.
Then you go that route.
Oh yeah, again, Evan, it's a one-shot deal. So if you lose a 10-cent capacitor, who cares?
Yeah, that's the whole point of the stun arrow. It's not meant to be durable. It's meant to be done. And
yeah,
gone.
It's like a taser. Most tasers are one shot and they're done.
Okay. Example. Hawkeye in the movie where he shoots the guy flying through the air without looking. He's not getting that arrow back.
Oh no, because that thing, if he misses, that arrow's gone.
Yeah. So, yeah, if he misses, he won't miss. His actual catchphrase is he never misses. Until he actually ran into Green Arrow and they did the amalgamation thing. And he was like, who the hell are you?
Yeah. It's crazy the amount of archers. I mean, it's surprising the amount of archers in both Marvel and DC.
Good and bad archers.
Yeah. Like it's crazy. There's like at least 4 on each side. I'm like, why? Like everybody else has powers, and you just got these these random like normals just chucking arrows at everybody.
Did you know 2 of the greatest archers in the Marvel universe are brothers?
Was it Green Arrow and Red Arrow?
Marvel, not DC.
Oh, who are the archers in Marvel? Crap, I can't even remember.
You know one. I just mentioned him. Hawkeye.
I have a question about archery.
Who was Hawkeye's brother?
Trick
Yes.
shot?
That's right.
If you had to, could you shoot an arrow with a slingshot?
Yes, it's called a sling bow. It's been done. They hunted with them. Been proven. Hawkeye's brother is let me find his name real quick. Was trained by the original trick shot, who the person who actually trained Clint Barton. Barney Barton is his name. He actually was trained to become the second trick shot.
Yeah, Victoria, you're gonna have to unroll. You're gonna have to twist that spool because that thing is getting tighter and tighter. You go another 2 inches, that thing's gonna be like a braid.
Yeah, I had to deal with this. It's hard. It gets whoa.
Oh, I'm not sure if you guys knew this or not. A little Hawkeye trivia question. Does anybody know that Hawkeye is a mutant?
Are you taking Hawkeye from MASH?
Wrong. That's a different Hawkeye.
Not even the right genre of like.
Don't get me wrong. I think he would have been with that skill level of surgical skills and being able to drink that much alcohol. He would have to be.
Yeah, that dude. There was a number of episodes where he actually straight legit was just sloshed doing surgery.
But the thing is, his surgical skills were top notch.
You got to be top notch if you're in a freaking mobile army surgical hospital. Like you never know what's going to happen.
Worked for one. Been there, done that. I was an ambulance driver in the service.
So you went and picked him up from the helicopters and brought him into the camp?
Actually, my unit was more bring them in from the field
Ah,
to the camps.
Yeah, not front lines, kind of like rear line, but like where all the like injured were rushed to.
What the aid station you always heard talk about from the Unmash? That
yeah.
kind of thing. From the aid station to the actual mashes.
Look, if I hung this here, I could technically be Iron Man. I'd just be like,
Grace just posted a link to that stove.
2 stoves actually.
I'm checking out both of them. The second one, the OKL one, looks pretty good. But I want to find out the one that TA Outdoors was using.
You'll have to go to his one of his cabin episodes with the pallet cabin. He's actually got it listed in the links below.
Okay.
But I think he got that one was actually sent to the channel to try it out.
But I love that style because it's all compartmentalized, you know?
Yeah, everything under is.
If you want to mute me, you can. It's my grandfather clock going off.
Nothing wrong with that. Like the song.
I think Victoria would have a field day trying to make anything out of this cordage. This stuff is thicker than
That's
it's
like
literally rope.
the other. That's the other one that my friends sent me, and I was going to use it as the outer portion of this when I get done. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to have enough of that particular one to do that. There's just not enough there once I get this as big as it's going to be.
Yeah,
So
this stuff here is the Titan survival cord. There's like 7 inner strands. You've got 25-pound test fishing line. You have a Kevlar, like a 25-pound Kevlar cord running through here, and copper wire. Oh, and I think jute twine. Yeah, I think there was jute during here, but there's a fire line in here, fishing line, 7 standard inner strand, which is like breaks out to 21, and then yeah, this thing is a beast, but it's only like 18 feet.
This one, let me see. They got tape on the end of it. Hold on.
Yeah, that almost looks like the stuff I have, but that's
where's my
in the middle.
It's hold on, let me get it there. It's like
that's not even paracord.
Yeah, it is. I just have it. I gotta pull it really back. It's got gazillions of little. Let me get it close so you can see if it'll focus.
Yeah, it's probably not going to.
There's like a whole bunch of these little. All of this white is individual little strands. Let me see. And try and pull it back a little bit.
I'm trying to find that stove he was using, but I can't find the right video. I don't think.
Can you see this? These are all.
That's a lot of strands.
Yeah.
But that's what I plan on using one of those single strands for making my bowstrings out of. I want to try that with one of my videos.
And they actually, it is kind of different because these strands here are like rubber bandy almost. They feel like rubber bands. See how it's stretching? That's just one of the strands. And it's like, it feels like a rubber band.
Well, I bet.
Yeah. And there's like a gazillion of these little rubber band strands inside of here.
Oh, I found the stove that you might be interested in.
You see?
Yep. That's about the same length, diameter of the material I use for my bowstrings anyway. But Cliff,
yeah. But maybe it's not paracord. They said, my friends that sent it said it was paracord.
No, that's not paracord. That's bungee cord.
but this is like a rubber band.
Yeah. Grab like a section of that, Victoria, and pull it apart. And if it stretches, it's bungee cord.
Yeah, it's all of them. See, all of them stretch. All
It's
of
bungee
these.
cord. That's not paracord. That's bungee cord.
Hey, Cliff,
G stoves.
that's the one.
Yeah, it's rubber
Yeah.
band.
Yeah,
strand.
grab the whole thing, not just an inner strand. Just grab a section of it and just pull it like this. And if it stretches, it's paracord. I mean, it's bungee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bungee cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not paracord.
There's your oven, Cliff.
Yep, there's the one that he has too.
Yeah, that is nice. I like that because it's got the oven, it's got the water tank.
The water tank is right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Water
got
tank's
the
like
whole-
130.
3-liter one, so
I would love to have one of those. I just
A
absolutely
little over a
would love-
gallon.
yeah,
They have
and
the
it's
whole setup.
121 for that. 200 and something for the wood stove.
Make sure you have to get the spark
You're
arrestor too.
You're
Yeah,
talking big money if you bought the whole conglomerate.
You're looking at like $700 or $800 to roughly to $1,000 for that whole thing.
yeah. And you need the pipe cleaner. You need there's a spark arrest right here.
Yep.
And because one of the things I want to do when I get my new rendezvous tent, which is going to be about a 12 by 16, it's going to have a stovepipe hole to where I could actually put one of these in, so I can have my hot water. I can bake something. I mean, getting biscuits and gravy in the morning would be just amazing.
Yeah. And I'd also like to have a solar powered generator,
Yeah, that was
Those are
actually
not cheap.
earlier on the channel by Grace and Cecilia, I believe.
But the plain fact is, if there is not sun, you're not going to get full charge of that generator. So I also found this thing. I saved it into my files. That you can collect power by wind or water, and it's like maybe about
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
this
Yeah,
big, and it's got a fan in the center of it. and
Don't
you
get
can
it.
put-
they're gimmicky, but
Yeah, they don't work for squat.
no, if you use it's better. It works better for water,
Yeah.
marginally better, but not for wind.
Yeah,
Now they
but
make portable
you
wind
know,
turbines that you can take with you.
Yeah, but they also make portable hydro systems too.
anything like that, like say it's a cloudy day and you're not going to get full power, at least something like that. If you're next to a running creek, running water of any kind, moving water, it will
Right.
bring in some power. I mean, at least you'll power your USB type charge light.
You'll be able to keep your
or-
electronics charged.
Now people cheat.
Yeah.
Usually what they'll do is they'll make a water wheel and they'll attach a spindle or a drive axle to a alternator. And then they just run the cables from an alternator. They'll put the alternator in a housing box so it doesn't get wet. And they'll run cables from that to a charge station, and then they just run from there.
Okay, there was a TV show. It's a British show that I loved watching years ago. It was called Planet Mechanics, and they did a version where they actually ran water from a spring up on a hill using probably about a half a mile or more of fire hose.
Yep.
Into a homemade water turbine to power a youth hostel.
It can be done. You just got to get the physics right on the pumping system, and that will pump up the water. And then
The water was all gravity fed, so it was.
You
no
don't want
power.
anything that you're going to be permanently stuck in a survival type situation. You might have to pack up and run. If you're not a fighter and you're a hider, which I am. I want mobile stuff.
I'm a fighter
stuff
by.
that-
I was in the Army and the Air Force. I've learned to have to do what I do.
yeah, most mobile stuff though for charging and on stream, you're not going to want, because if you got to be that mobile, you're better off just not even wasting time charging it, because you're not going to have enough time in one spot to charge it.
Oh, you get the folding solar panels that you hang off your pack. I would be leery of those because unless you're stationary and you have a lot of sun, yeah, it's not going to really work too well.
Well, what a lot of people do with those is, yeah, they'll run them on their backpack. They'll get the minimum, like maybe 5 to 10% charge off of the battery, like the actual charge capacity from those. But what they do is when they get to a camp, when they're in a sunny spot, they just throw them on top of their tent and just charge that way.
Right.
Because you're going to get you're already at if you're at camp, you're not mobile anymore, so you can charge whatever you need while you're there.
Oh, I better put the link for this G stove thing because these people didn't know what the link was.
Is that it there? The Amazon.com DP?
So G stove is actually that's the name of the company right there.
Yeah, I agree, Evan. I've got enough stuff here where I'm not too concerned about leaving. Plus, I can grow my own food here. I can't really grow my own food randomly out in the middle of the bush.
Between what you and what your dad built of that house with the water catching system and everything else, Cliff, you'd be stupid to leave.
Yeah. I got basically free water.
Black is a good support system with your neighbors.
Well, like I said, my neighbor grows green chili, and she's got a large property. So if anything happened, like I've been talking with her about expanding gardening on her side to grow over there because she's got a lot of space. But the problem is her yard is just like mine. It's full of sand and rock.
But you adjusted to make it work.
Yeah, I can work with it. I can deal with it. I can fix it. I can make stuff. I can make do with what needs to be done.
Yeah. Oh, Victoria's making my fingers hurt.
Oh, last night I woke up like 3 times throughout the night because my hands went numb on me. And,
I had carpal tunnel surgery, so I understand completely.
Yeah, it will literally wake you up, the pain of that.
My hands used to lock up like this.
Yeah, it's not so much that they're locking up, it's that burny, tingly, kind of a numb feeling.
Yeah, that happened too.
I get that in the morning when I drive to work sometimes. Like my left hand just like feels like it's falling asleep.
Yeah, I had that problem last night and I should learn my lesson, but to be honest, I'm so addicted to doing this and I really want to get it done. So it's really hard to stop.
It's like me when I start shooting. I was doing a 100 arrow shoot at this war I did right before I got married. I was in 50 arrows in of a 100 arrow shoot. They had to force me to stop, otherwise my arm would have fell off.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, good to see you lurking in the background.
Well, he's been watching a movie with his wife.
Well, he's working on a walking stick project.
Okay.
Oh, I want one so bad. I love walking sticks. I seen one and I don't know what kind of wood it was, but this person had, and it was just natural. The worms or something that the bugs had made natural like grooves in the
I've
wood.
seen them. It's usually underneath the bark.
Under the bark, yeah. If you pull the bark off, then you get down to the natural wood, it would have all these long designs in it from the bugs eating it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Victoria, I've got to go tuck my wife in. It's after 10.
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting me come up and spend time up here.
Oh, you stay. You can be host for a little bit. Be right back.
Oh, okay. You guys can sit here and watch me work on my paracord blanket, and I'll keep an eye on the chat. Hello, Pafford Homestead, Jeff Jackson. Hello, Bushcraft Head Survival. I am now friends with you. Grace Martin, I am now friends with you. Evan Standler. You're not going to bug out, or you're going to stay put. Evan says, do you have a homestead? Are you off grid, Evan? Hello, Jeff Jackson. Yeah, I would love to win the lottery. Or not, no, not the lottery. The lottery is not my thing, but I do play Publishers Clearinghouse. And I want to win the 7,000 a week for life. And then I would buy a piece of property and go off grid. Totally
That's the dream.
sustainable.
That's the dream.
Yes, that is a dream.
No,
But
that's
isn't
the
it nice
dream.
to
There's a difference.
daydream sometimes?
Yeah. Jenny and we're both veterans. We're just trying to get our credit score up where we can actually use the VA home loan. But every time we get close to getting ready, we take a hit to our credit rating and it plummets. Which really
My brother was a Marine. My only brother. And it took him forever, years. And it was only like a year or so before he passed away that he actually got the VA loan money so that he could buy a mobile home on a piece of property and right next to some Indian land. I mean,
that's cool, Ted. Thank you, by the way. Ted was just stating he's on everybody's friends list.
Hey, Pafford Homestead, how is it going? I have not seen you in a long minute.
Pafford Homestead, I don't think I have them.
You know, I'm actually starting to get kind of a rug burn right here because if I go like this and I put this over my finger here to kind of maneuver it.
In other words, you're getting a callus.
No, not a callus. It's like a
literally
rug burn.
rope burn.
Yeah.
I'm actually friended to Pafford already. I did not know this, but thank you for coming. Our topic originally was.
I usually see Pafford on. God, I think it's Steve's channel.
The thing is, our chat tonight was supposed to be about stuff you need for a blackout situation when the power goes out, due to a power outage I had last week during my live. We have now went over a whole bunch of different topics, including a paracord hammock being crocheted at this moment that you can see down here, and Cliff eating snacks or something over here to the.
I had to because I was like falling asleep like half an hour ago.
His blood sugar was low.
Oh, I love this thing.
Okay, thank you for verifying, Grace.
I'm going to do this line and then when I get to the end, I'm going to stop. But I'll show you the one of the lamps I have. But I've only got that.
Copper.
Okay, I'm going to ask the people in the chat, what is their go-to blackout situation when your power goes out in your house? What's the first thing you grab?
That damn flashlight right there. That sucker kicks on.
My flashlight is somewhere over here. I misplaced that freaking flashlight again.
You need to wrap a little bit of reflective cord on there. That way, you can see it under like UV light or whatnot.
Well, the thing is, I
actually I'm gonna stop.
I set it down and then I misplaced it.
This is starting to burn.
Okay, this is a beautiful, beautiful coin.
It's here somewhere. I'll find it.
Yeah, if you watch, I'll show you guys. If you look right here, pay attention to that corner right there, and I'll show you what happens when I lose power. Oh, it didn't turn
My
on.
headlamp's right here, Ted. My Vaughn.
This is my wallet.
Do I have this thing on?
Inside my wallet, I have
this thing
all the
set, right?
essentials, but I also have this.
Yeah. That's a nice little flashlight. I gotta figure out what I do with mine.
Yeah, see, there you go.
You can make the
Look at that,
bean
folks.
small or large, depending on how you twist it.
Right?
Yeah, capacitor.
So I have this, and I carry it in my wallet.
Yeah, so you guys saw that once I lose power, I have a emergency flashlight right there that's set to power outage, So the minute I lose power, that thing kicks on. That thing actually woke me up one time in the middle of the night because all of a sudden my room got really bright and I couldn't figure out why. It was like 3, 4 in the morning. The power went out.
I'm trying to remember what I did with that stupid flashlight. I just had it earlier. Oh, okay. I'm stupid.
It's in your pocket.
Wrong.
It's on the table.
It's on my laptop, blended in.
You got it on the keyboard?
It's okay. My keyboard is black and silver, and it was sitting on the black portion of my keyboard next to the screen. I've got one of those. This is the flashlight I got from Cliff. It's an Olight. It works. It's one of my favorite personal ones.
You can go, that's the dimmer setting. That's the brighter setting. So there's a couple
It's not a
settings.
bad little lantern. I got lamps everywhere. Lamps, lanterns, flashlights.
Hey, Cliff, here's something that is actually I like. This is one of my
Your blunts.
Yeah, my hex blunts. This thing will knock out bear out.
This one I keep next to my
That's your
bed.
taser one, right?
That's your taser light.
This is
Don't tase yourself, Victoria, please.
this is
That
the
we do not wish
taser
to
one.
see that.
That's actually a defensive flashlight aside from the taser because that thing's got the crenellated bezel on the front end. That's for basically smacking somebody in the head.
And you can also, let me think, how does this
taser
right
self
here.
watch.
You can make it wide. The more you turn it, the wider
variable lens.
the wide. And then if you turn it this way, it gets really small. So, but let me see. My dogs are gonna freak out when I do this. They always do. Let me see. I think how it works. No. Oh, it has the SOS.
No, that's strobe.
For those people who are epileptic, please be careful. There is a flash warning.
I don't know why.
Speaking of Steve.
Hey, there's Steve.
Steve came in. His ears must have been burning.
Yeah, you're right. The dogs really do freak out.
Yeah. It's probably a frequency that they can hear.
Just tase the dog once and they'll stop.
Stop! It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, they left the door open at this asylum. They said,
Stop!
we want you to come back to your position as headmaster.
Yeah.
It's okay.
They let me out. They let me out.
It's okay.
They let you tie your shoes and everything.
Yeah, I put my pants on.
Easy, buddy. Easy.
I wear a kilt, thank you very much.
Easy access. You didn't hear that from me.
Sometimes a kilt is comfortable, just to let you know.
You want to see something really cool that I got today at the Goodwill?
$10 million.
No, I wish. No,
All
but
right, later, Bushcraft Ted. Have a good one.
Thank you, Ted, for coming. I really appreciate it. One of these days, we got to get you up here.
I'm having fun with my new coin.
I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it.
Ooh, nice little frame pack,
pack.
or backpack.
It's called
What
a
brand is it?
creeper,
I've never heard of a creeper.
and it's got a lot here. You can put strap stuff here.
That's
It's got a zipper back here on the top.
yeah, zipper on the lid. That's cool.
It's got a zipper under here.
That's pretty good too.
Oh,
That's
did
where
you
you keep your important documents and stuff.
It's very
Doesn't
deep.
move.
Let's see if I can.
It's probably about a 35 liter pack. Cliff, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say 35, maybe 40.
It's got an inside pocket down in here.
That's probably a hydration pack compatible one too.
It's got the pull string. It's got a zipper here.
Oh, you know what? That actually works for a thumbnail. It's fun by me.
What is it?
Size.
My video posted finally.
It's got these side mesh
Pockets, yeah.
Water bottle pocket.
on both sides. It's got this pocket. Let's see.
Oh,
Down here.
okay.
It's got
Steve,
a big old pocket
that's a
here.
good pack. It's a good pack. I wish I knew what the brand name was. I've never heard of Creeper before.
Capacity.
Oh, that would have been awesome, Steve.
It says capacity 60L on that.
Oh, so it's a 60-liter backpack.
That's a good sized backpack, especially for someone your size.
And then it's got the strap down here. The straps down here for your bedroll.
Do you have your load lifters? Turn your pack over. Let me see the straps on the what you put over your shoulder.
And then it's got this pocket down here.
The rain fly.
Not listening.
You know.
Ugh.
I need to see the straps for a second, Victoria. Yep, it's got load lifters. There you go. That's an actually nice pack. You might want to adjust it to fit your torso length if it's available to do so.
Yeah, I
on
don't.
the small side, you can make them adjustable to smaller size.
But I only paid. Let's see.
Does that say 20 or
No,
19?
$19.99.
That's actually not bad. For a
And
60-liter pack,
It's hard right here. Right
that's
here.
that's for back support.
Let's see if I can.
Don't know how
That's
that
actually the
started.
lady's pack, so that's not bad. Cliff, it fits her pretty well.
It has this strap here. And then
That
it
Jay, I
has,
gotta tighten the. Once you get you gotta get your waist belt on there, adjust your chest strap, and then hit your load lifters.
Yeah, those are the ones over above your shoulder, at the top of your straps.
so
That's a nice pack, though. What do you think, Cliff?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
See, we got a side
it has,
pocket.
it has pockets here. I just noticed on the on both sides of the waist part right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's usually your cell phone pocket or pocket for like something you can like need to get to right away, like maps or like a granola bar or something.
EpiPen.
So yeah, I thought that was I couldn't pass it up. But I already have backpacks, but they're all like
Cliff.
day hike
Yeah,
type packs.
boob smasher. Yeah, that's definitely what those things are.
I don't
This
think
one
Victoria
is
read
more like
that yet.
I'm gonna probably make that one my bug out bag, survival bag, whatever you call it.
Did you read what Grace said?
No. Which one is Greg?
Grace.
Oh, Grace.
It's on
That's
big screen, so if you're on your StreamYard side, it'll pop up right there.
That's the boob smasher.
Yeah, Steve, unfortunately, I didn't even get a notification for that video, but I'll have to go back and double check to see if I'm surprised.
No, boob smashers.
I gotta see if I actually have Sweeney's Creek on here. I think I have one, but I'm not sure if I have both of you guys. Let's see. I've got the farm update
I
for the
check myself.
next week. Good Lord.
Actually, I'm going to do this. We're going to make...
Yeah, I'm subbed. That's the one I keep getting.
This is the pack that it's going to replace. Is this pack.
Well, for some reason, Steve, it's not. I didn't even see that video. Like,
that's a nice pack too. But it looks a lot heavier than the one the new one though.
It is. I mean, but I've got it loaded down with stuff right now. Let me see what else I got.
Oh, there it is. I got it. I'll
Before
get to
you
it.
switch out the packs though, Victoria, check the stitching on your new pack. Make sure the stitchings are solid, and don't forget to waterproof your bag before you put stuff in it too.
This is in the pack I just showed you.
Okay.
And this.
They do make pocket versions of those that you might want to consider.
This is a hand warmer.
Yep, I like the Zippo hand warmers, to be honest.
A little lighter.
Good. That's a good choice. I carry 3.
Let's see. That's all that's in that pocket. In this pocket,
I'd have to go up in the closet to get my backpack
I
out.
have
Yeah. What's he doing
Hey,
with the
Sydney,
snake?
how's it going? Is that the one, Steve?
Hey, Sydney. Thank you for coming. Vitamin C, that's always a good choice, too.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's a beautiful snake.
I can understand that. Ladies need those more than guys. Disposable washcloths. Okay, I'm not familiar with that one.
It's a hygiene wipe.
Okay, she's got multiple versions.
This is one of those wash rags that's all.
Oh, okay. Compressed washcloths. Those are pretty cool. But once you get them wet, you can't make them small again.
Yeah.
Mandy doesn't like nope ropes. You don't like danger noodles?
That's pretty cool. We were actually talking about stuff like that.
Yes, that's what our topic was about tonight, is survival stuff, gear you need in a blackout.
Okay, does that one have a port for charging your phone too?
Yes, I can charge it. I can hand crank it if there's no power. It's got a radio. It's got
Flashlight.
It's got the SOS. Let's see. I don't know how to make that work. How do I make the SOS work?
Mandy doesn't like nope ropes. I'm good with nope ropes as long as they're not biting.
It brightens like 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
It doesn't have enough charge on the third one.
No.
It's got a siren.
That's pretty cool too. Be careful in an emergency situation. Don't use the siren.
And it's charged by the sun also, but you can right here you can plug it in.
Does it have a place for external batteries as well, or no?
No.
It looks like it's all internal. Probably size of that. I'm thinking max 2,000 milliamps.
Do you have a name brand for that, Victoria?
And
if there is a name brand, do you know where we can find the link for the said item? Because that's something that we were discussing.
It says, I don't know if I can get it to focus.
Focus. I can't see it. It's all blurry.
It says 365-day warranty. No, that's not what you need.
Put the warning label on my arrows.
Contact us by email or on Amazon.com with your order. No, 3 ducks direct at outlook.com.
Not familiar with them, but as long as it works, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was brand new. It was another find at the Goodwill. I think I paid maybe $4.
That's a steal.
Way to go. That's a good price for something like that.
Yeah, it was brand new.
And the fact that it still
in the
works.
package.
Oh, by the way, at this thing, the flea market thingy that I found today, they have a Thermarest 2XL sleeping pad still in the bag.
I have this.
I've got one of those too. They got a little magnet in the back.
But mine's the mine's got the LED strip.
Mine is in the living room, in the kitchen, on the fridge.
Yeah, mine don't have the stand though, like yours. Mine only has the hook.
Yeah, mine's got this. I don't like using the stand because the stand.
Thank you for coming.
There's no. It's got a flat bottom, so having the stand is absolutely pointless on this thing.
Right.
Other thing that
the only way that stand is useful is if you have it like this at a 45-degree angle. Other than that, having it flat.
Okay, I've heard of this kit that she's got here. I've heard of it. I've never seen one.
Oh, Rescue One.
Yeah,
that is
It's got all this
trauma kit.
Yeah, that's a good kit then.
Yeah, it'll have that. Should have every. That's like a $200 survival emergency kit.
Is that's a 2 or 3 person one, right? Not just
what I stuck in there extra is like alcohol wipes,
antiseptic wipes are always
Hey,
good.
101, how's it going?
ointments, triple bite antibiotic ointments.
You always got to have that.
I've got absorbent
Cotton. That's yeah.
It's got, this says plastic tweezer, safety pins, 28 millimeter, CPR breathing barrier in bag, instant cold compress, 5-inch by 6-inch, medical grade
That is
glove,
definitely a
large
bug out
bag,
bag for sure.
emergency.
No, that's a full-blown medical med kit.
No, but what she's gotten so far showing us, she's right. That's a bug out bag. The way she's
First
set
aid
up.
tape roll, 1/2 inch by 2.5 yards, scissors, wooden finger splinters, cotton tipped applicators.
Okay.
That one.
Evan, first and foremost, where did you find them and what gauge needle is it?
Actually, surprisingly, you can find IV needles at most like Walgreens and CVS.
Triple antibiotic ointment, that's always good to have.
Neosporin.
Neosporin is the best one on the market. I like little packets though, but you want to use them once.
Dude, I can use half a pack. I don't need that much Neosporin. Jesus.
Alcohol wipes and more of that.
You can get those more or less for free when you go to some restaurants. You just take like one or two, and then they don't care.
The one
they
thing
get them
most
by the
people don't put
box.
in the kits,
I have lots of these alcohol wipes and Band-Aids, extra ones.
Victoria, there's something everybody should have on their thing. They're soap strips, or the little strips about this big that you can use you add water and you be able to wash your hands.
Alcohol there's usually like 25 or 50 sheets in like a little. It looks like a Listerine pack.
Hey, they work.
Emergency blanket.
I've never been a fan of the emergency blanket. I think they're cool, but they're very flimsy.
I'm not sure what this is. It looks like it's one of those rain caps or something.
Could be tinfoil.
It's clear. It's clear like plastic.
That's probably like a rain poncho, like the cheap generic ones.
18 gauge.
Accident report guide. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I was an EMT, Evan, so I understand completely.
This one has just
18 gauge needle. Jesus,
that's tiny, by the way.
That's still a long needle, though.
Actually, not as bad. I mean, 22 is better.
Would that be a subdermal or a hemodermal needle? I mean, you can get, depending on the length, you can get to both, but it depends on the pitch of the needle point.
Well, I mean, 18 is pretty good size. Usually you use about between 12 and 14 if you want to do like IVs and stuff. That's pretty good.
3-ply mask, thermometer strips. Ooh, thermometer strips, those are nifty.
Thermometer strips are not accurate enough to be so you generally throw them out. But that's my personal preference. A good digital thermometer will do better. Be careful.
I'm tormenting her.
That stuff does not like the heat at all.
Oh man, I haven't seen one of those in a metal tin in decades. Is that flex tape?
That's waterproof tape.
Flex tape fixes everything.
Hey, between flex tape, Gorilla tape, and duct tape, you got it. Yep. That's a good little kit.
That's a nice kit. Now she's going to have to get it all back in there.
No, what I want to see is it all laid out.
I don't want to.
I'm messing with Mandy in the chat.
I don't want to
she doesn't
open
like
the
cows or no
containers unless I have to. And then I've got even more antiseptic, more Band-Aids.
How are you doing?
Mandy needs those little tiny snakes. They're like noodle snakes or ribbon snakes. They're like super small. Oh god, you oh come on, Mandy. You gotta watch tiny. I gotta Google it. Get off.
But how are you
They're
doing?
called ribbon snakes, I think.
FM radio with a flashlight and a pair of AAA batteries for the radio. and a light stick and a whistle.
Yeah.
I mean, Mandy would freak out over a garter snake or garden snakes.
So that's
Her
the
and Ian would get along so well because Ian would never go to the zoo where the part where you walk over the room where you see the snakes below, but you're completely separated. He would not even walk on that, even though the thing was like 6 to 8 inches thick. He would not touch it.
Oh boy.
He doesn't like. I got no problems with snakes. They don't bother me at all.
I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what
Mandy.
We're doing well, thank you.
Oh my God, Amanda's over here. She's like, I don't want to go into what snake I need. I'm dying over here laughing. Dirty girl.
Jake Smith Roberts, that's who she needs.
Where's JV when you need him, man?
Somebody thinks me. They
Hey.
said they'd like to see me get all this back in here, and now I'm having a hard time getting it all back in here.
That's
Take your
why you
time.
never pull it out unless you absolutely need it.
But the thing is, you should have it where you can grab what you want when you need it. Because, I mean, just having it is one thing. Being able to grab what you want when you need it is better.
That's why that thing looked like it had a full zipper on it. It's basically a dump pouch. You open it and dump it out.
Yeah.
And hope you can find what you need.
Yeah. I understand that now.
There's what I always find funny is you always get
It
these
would be
people that'll
easier
open
if I
the
didn't add all the extras that I added to it, though, because the things that are still in the packages are the
Right.
things that actually came in this pouch. All that loose stuff is stuff that I added to it. Ta-da! I got it all back.
How much does that weigh?
I don't
probably about
know.
a pound and a half, maybe 2 pounds from the looks of it.
Yeah. I
And
think
how many
you're right.
liter pack is the package you're currently using, not your new one?
And then this is like
Bug spray. Yep.
I got bottles of stuff like that
hand
for just random.
sanitizers, different little bottles of hand sanitizers, moisturizers.
I don't use a lot of moisturizer.
This is just kind of where originally we were supposed to be talking about
Blackout supplies.
blackout preparedness, and it's just kind of meandered off to whatever this is now.
we have a tendency to have an organic conversation when it comes to things. I only talked about archery a little bit, which is like rare for me.
Dry shampoos. In case you can't get
Okay,
it.
please don't feel like I'm being mean. As a backpacker, how often do you think you're going to actually have time to wash your hair in a bug out situation?
Believe me, with this hair, I'll find time.
If I'm in that dire of a situation, I'll shave my head with a knife and
I
just
will dump my head in water.
wash
in
with
a
a bar of
street
soap.
somewhere. I've seen those chargers. I don't know how well they work though. That's a phone charger, Cliff.
Yeah,
Right.
hand crank phone charger. I've seen those before.
I've never seen one used though.
Here's the problem, though. You're going to sit there for an hour cranking on that thing, and you're going to get maybe 6 to 10% at best.
That's why you
on
have
your
kids
charge.
who should do that cranking for you.
This flashlight.
Okay, folks, just to let you know, I'm going to end my stream at 11.
We
My
got
time.
17 minutes, folks.
My eyes are starting to burn. But bug repellent, I can understand. That's a necessity.
That's the end of this pack. And still with it empty, it's quite heavy.
Who made that one?
Huh?
Brand name.
I forgot this.
Your knife. Kniffs are always welcome on the channel.
At least it's not a pew pew.
Nope.
I would definitely find somebody to rewrap that handle, because if that's the original handle wrap on there, that will come undone on you.
Well,
Yeah.
we know some. Drake could probably do a new handle on that in no time, and it'd be comfortable too.
And then
That doesn't count on your side, Evan.
my eyeglass case. Yeah.
Yeah,
And now it's
spare glasses for those of us who are, seeing impaired.
I'm sorry, I can't see who said that. Who was that?
Brother, no,
Yep.
I'm actually thinking about getting some contacts because these glasses need replaced, and I can get contacts faster than I can regular glasses.
Are you heading out, Daniel?
Thank
We still got about
thank you for coming, Daniel.
well,
10 or
thank you,
15 more minutes.
Love you, brother.
Thank you for letting me come up and waste all your time away.
You're not wasting our time. You actually showed us a really good bug out kit, which is not bad.
Oh, I do have one more thing in my prepper stuff. You recognize this? You were military. You know what
Yeah,
this is?
it's a gas mask bag. I've used many of them over the years. You still got the gas mask. That's cool. One thing I didn't see was food items and ways to procure food. Oh, Cliff, she needs a church key.
Oh, she does.
You know what a church key is, Victoria?
No.
Let me get mine. I'll show you what it is. It's a very important item that you should have.
Yeah, you almost every bug out bag prepper has one or two or four. It is almost essential to have one of those if you're living in an urban area.
Even if you're not in an urban area, most industrial buildings will have access to needing one of these.
I guess this is a cleaning pad. I'm taking it for the eye.
Victoria, this is a church key.
That right there, Amanda, is a church key.
And what
also
is that
known
for?
as a Silcock key or a four-way key.
What's it for?
Okay, remember, if you ever walk down the city and you see these little spigots on the side of the buildings, but they don't have a handle to turn on the water or anything like that?
Right.
This is what this does.
Oh.
That's your access key.
Okay. So
And most buildings, whether the water's out or not, will have lots of gallons of water in their pipes. Even if there's no water part, they'll be gravity fed down to that street level
until it's empty.
Water.
Now, mind you, if you're in a situation where you have to do that, you have roughly 1 week to get all that water out before it actually goes stale and is harmful to your health to drink.
Because a lot of with the exception of the newest buildings, which have the better pipes, the older style buildings you got to learn to basically stay away from because they have sometimes use lead in some of their old pipes.
Most of those pipes on a lot of those older buildings were copper, and that stuff leaches into your water lines if it sits for long enough.
Church key has 4 different sizes of.
I have the charcoal outfit too, but the one that I have has
You have a mop. You have full mop gear.
But the thing is, I don't think it's any good. I don't know because the seal was broken on the bag, so I don't know.
Has it ever been worn?
I made the mistake of putting the jacket on. I didn't realize there was charcoal inside.
Okay.
It took me forever to get that black stuff off.
It will possibly last you a little while. It's not meant to last forever. They're actually supposed to be disposable items. I used to work in underground skip shelter during maneuvers. Which basically, it's a bomb shelter is what I worked in. And that stuff is worn for a little bit, then tossed. So they're not meant to last forever. The same thing for the goggles, the mask. You have the gloves too?
I don't have the gloves. I don't have the boots, and I don't have the headgear. I only have the pants and the jacket, and then that mask. So
okay, any rubber gloves would work. Like heavy duty dish gloves will work. Boots wise, if you can get some they call them Mickey Mouse boots in the military, but those would work as well, or any decent heavy duty rubber boots would also work.
Well, if you don't have that, could you take a bunch of plastic bags and tape them around your ankles?
No, it would not do the job. I would say just
Those things only go so high, and that plastic is too it's not durable enough.
Yeah, because you would need something with at least about that much thickness, which is about the size of rubber boots.
You can do it with a pair of like wading boots. Those will work. Those are thick enough.
Well, yeah, hip waders would work really well. You don't necessarily need the entire waders situation, but the boots that come with them,
Right.
ideal. Church key. I will keep an eye out for more church keys to let people know.
And what would
dude, I go to a hardware store and I pick up a dozen of those things.
Yeah.
What could I use as headgear in that case?
Actually, any Gore-Tex lined rain hoodie or raincoat would work to keep your thing is that's usually used. Okay, mop gear or this kind of gear that you're using is for one of two things. One, some kind of gas attack is happening.
Right.
Two, some kind of NPC situation is happening. But the third option is if you know if A or B has happened, you don't go outside. You stay put.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hunker
your
down
windows.
and you just wait and you tape up your windows. You do everything you can. You hunker down. But if you have to go out, with no exceptions, you have to go out for medical emergencies or what have you, then you would probably, that would be this is no way, shape, or form the ideal outfit to take out there. But if that's what you have, that's what you have. And iodine pills are also recommended.
I don't have any of those.
Iodine pills is supposed to help with radiation.
Yeah.
Supposed to. I can't
And
guarantee
it helps with your water too,
whatever
don't it?
I've been told.
You can use iodine to purify water, right?
Yes.
Yes. But it's going to taste nasty.
Yeah, you have to wait a half an hour after using 2 to 3 drops per gallon, I believe. Is it or the quart? I always get that mixed up.
It's usually 1 tablet per liter.
But if you're using drops, the liquid form,
it's still going to be roughly the same. It's going to be 1 drop per liter.
I had until recently Q-tips, but the shavs were iodine, and I kept those in my bag for emergency purposes of purifying water and for wounds.
Yeah, those are
does not
more designed for medical than anything else.
I use them
I have more medical equipment. I have a snake bite kit. I have what are those things that you break and you put under somebody's nose?
Oh, smelling salts?
Oh, yeah.
And I have some other stuff, but I can't remember.
Yeah, Evan, you can use bleach. Bleach is actually, you got to be extra careful with bleach too. I actually have in my bag the water purification tablets and the neutralizer. Those are my backup to my Kydeton Hiker water filter.
So iodine's not toxic unless you decide you want to be dumb and drink the entire bottle.
No, over time, it's bad on your kidneys. Over time. It's not to be the end solution. It's supposed to be
it's an emergency solution, and you're only going to need to do it a few times. You're not going to try to survive just on iodine water alone.
No.
Preferably,
you would actually have to create a full-on filter system, and boiling almost always works. So as long as you get the water, always remember when in doubt, boil. As long as you get
if you're going to use bleach, just remember I think it's 1 teaspoon per gallon, but you got to let that stuff sit for a few hours. Or it's I think it's either 1 teaspoon or 1 capful per gallon is what they recommend on even bleach. Even bleach on the bottle tells you what to do to recommend for purifying water.
1/3 cup of bleach per gallon of water, or 2 tablespoons of bleach per quart.
Yeah, you really don't need that much bleach to sterilize water. Anything that's in there is going to be dead anyway. I do recommend, though, afterwards, filtering your water and then boiling it.
And
Mind you, you'll probably kill your filtering out bleach water, but it's either filter out bleach water or potentially kill yourself with chlorine poisoning.
as for the iodine deal, it's 5 drops of 2% tincture of iodine per quart or liter of water for disinfecting. If your water is cloudy or colored, add 10 drops.
My water's cloudy or colored. I'm filtering that stuff through a cloth.
Is that what those little tablets are that they sell?
Yes.
Okay.
You can get them in tablet form, but most of the time, iodine is going to come in a little dark brown bottle. It's usually about an ounce and a half, and it'll come with a dropper.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get out of here because I have a huge mess now on my floor.
You showed us a lot of cool stuff, okay?
You guys have an awesome night. Good night,
You as well.
guys.
Take care.
Welcome back.
I'll be in the chat until you end.
Alrighty.
Be well. No, I actually have the purification tablets in my bag here somewhere.
I had a whole bunch of that stuff that I got from BattleBox years ago, but again, had it all stored in my truck, and then somebody pilfered all my junk. I had like 2 bottles of tablets. I had 2 bottles of the neutralizer. I had all kinds of stuff in there that I was still going to use. Yep, I had 2 of those bottles.
Well, this is the actual water purifier. This is the neutralizer.
Yep.
That's what I was going to show. Because the neutralizer removes iodine.
It removes the taste of iodine.
It removes the taste and color after water has been treated with Coleman drinking purification. I think this has got iodine in it.
Yeah, because iodine turns your water like an orangey red color.
It's got tetraglycine hydroperiodide.
Yeah. I wish they would stop putting random Latin names on everything and just simplify it, because we're not Latin.
Each tablet contains 6.68% of titratable iodine. So you could probably use this, and if you could figure out a way to make a paste out of it, if you needed to treat a wound, you could probably do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but
the easiest way to make a paste would be to put it in like the lid of the bottle and put like a couple of drops of water in there, and then just mix it really well.
Exactly, but it would be an option.
Yes, bleach can kill people if you drink bleach directly. Diluted bleach to a point will not cause physical harm to your body. It's not recommended to drink it in quantities that could potentially kill you, but yes, if you drink bleach straight from the bottle, you will die.
Okay, when you do use bleach for your water purification thing, it must be unscented bleach. You got to remember that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not drinking lavender flavored bleach water.
Well, that's people, say, "Oh, it's bleach. I can use it." Yeah, then they find out it's scented or something.
Yeah, here's another thing. For those of you who have pools, if you have a pool, you have every means of purifying water. You already have the chlorine tabs that you normally would add to your water to keep the algae and whatnot from growing. If you had to drink your pool water, take your tablet out of your pre-filter, your water filter area where it goes through, and let your pool sit for a day or 2. And then after that, your pool water will be safe to drink. If necessary, test your pH levels to see if it's still safe. And you can usually get the little test strips. They come in a little bottle, and there's usually about 50 to 100 strips in there. You can test it on there. If your chlorine is I think it's 0 to 10 parts per million, your water is safe to drink.
All right, Cliff.
Yep. 40 seconds.
Yeah. Folks, I'm going to be shutting it down. This has been Colin from Kid Outdoors. Cliff from
Co-host here, Fox at Outdoors, also known as Cliff.
next week's topic. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know. We have no idea what
We'll
we're going to do.
probably go back to a topic. Well, hopefully next week, if we can get him, we will get the rendezvous host up here, but we'll see what his schedule's like.
I'm hoping that'll be awesome to talk about rendezvous next week. So thank you for coming. Good night, Evan. Good night, Mandy. Good night, Oho. Grace, love you. Everybody else who's been here. Victoria, thank you for coming up. Awesome skills with the crocheting. And we will see you soon. Cliff?
Take care, everybody. You
You go,
guys
brother.
have a wonderful night.
I'm going to end the broadcast and we'll
And
talk
we
to
will
you real
see
quick.
you Thursday.